suits up.
Yeah, but that's alright.
Alright, we're good.
I'm just hoping they're weighted.
Got my dice tray.
Oh, they definitely waited.
No, we have momentary scare. We're all good.
I don't like scare sniff.
Matt,
sniff.
if you can roll
Shiro, is
on
that
them.
you? Welcome, Sniff Snoff.
Whoa, are we live?
Wow. Yeah,
we've been live.
Why'd you
Been
do
live
that?
for the last couple minutes.
We've been
Because
live for like...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we were talking about the architecture of the table. Just
Yeah.
you roll.
I was gonna say something
Mike.
horrific.
Oh, never mind.
Too late.
What's up?
You're already nice and pleasant.
Damn it.
What's up?
Never mind. There's the fucking delay. And like, the camera's moving, but you're not in. I'm like,
There's always a delay.
The
Yeah, there's always a delay.
Well, they're pretty average.
so if I was to
you can
make a
actually
new
take away the
table,
delay.
I'm listening.
still
Matt.
keep it
Yeah.
7x7. I think
What?
so, because it's pretty cramped.
Oh,
with
I
three
mean,
people.
probably.
Yeah.
Or you can go 7.5s.
Okay.
Yeah.
The mighty
What do you think,
murder
Mike?
kitty's here. Welcome,
What?
mighty
If I
murder
was to
kitty.
make a new table,
Yeah, what are we thinking here?
should I make it a little bigger? Do we have the space?
I mean, like, the question is
7'6"
So,
inch.
so we
instead
can
of
push.
7'5".
We can push the extra lengths. You'll get pushed back, and then the cameras will get pushed back, and we can just corner it. So, this little walkway we have is still okay, but we are gonna encroach into the room some more. We have space. It's just like
why do we need a bigger table?
A
Is the
little
question.
bit.
Because
comfort.
it's cramped.
And
That's why I was saying only like 6 inches.
I want to adjust the legs and change.
Realistically, what if we were to do anything? What we need is to move the table that way to allow this to be shifted to give a more wider angle of view, so you can get more that way. Because if he goes that way, you stay in the center. The individual goes that way, you'll be fine.
Well, if you just want to move the camera, you just have to move the camera.
Do you know how much effort that is?
A lot less
I
than
mean, you gotta
moving the
a
table
lot
that
less
way.
than building a table. Yeah.
No, I think moving that is more complicated than you building a table.
Okay. Reasons now.
Listen.
Because mathematics and
math-
and
Okay, here's the other.
think math
Here's
is
the
not
other.
my
Here's the
strong
other
suit.
part. A new table this size is not cheap, even for just materials.
I'd rather just pay you than move that camera.
Oh, God.
That bothers you so
Yeah,
much.
it kind of does. Now I really don't want to build the table.
Honestly, it's been something I've been thinking about because everything has to move back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'd have to adjust everything.
Let me phrase that. This table goes,
Yes.
these go,
Yes, that's
and
what I'm
angles
saying.
go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So,
The angles don't change.
if I change this one camera, I do.
Oh.
I guess.
Welcome.
Something like that.
Not if it just goes straight back.
It's the same angle.
But.
Say that night.
But.
So,
Wow.
all right. Well, hypothetically,
Uh-huh.
if I were to do it,
Hypochondriacally.
do we keep it the same and just adjust the legs so it's a little more comfortable for everybody,
Yes.
or
Please.
make
Taller.
it a little big? Oh, it's definitely gonna get taller.
It'll be
Please.
taller.
That's the real
I'll
answer.
probably even
it
make it
won't
a
have-
few inches taller than it is now.
It won't have 45s and it'll be taller, is what Matt
I would be
said.
happy because I keep hitting my knee on the support
Or on
over
the
here, and I'm just like,
support side, yeah.
I basically spend
That's-
the whole time
that's
with it
not
like
a
pressing
question.
on my thigh.
Matt
That's
is-
generally
Matt is
my
saying-
life is sound
them
effects.
sound
Matt is saying
effects.
the
Oh,
table
we
will
like
be
them sound-
will be
sound
taller
effects.
and
And
it will
I'll
not
try to
have
make
45s.
your seat more comfortable too.
Yeah.
we got sound
Well,
effects?
if
No, I was going,
if the table goes higher, everything else gets raised up except for us.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
stopped. Now everybody thinks I'm just being
Okay.
an idiot.
Sit up like straight. Because
I
Eddie,
know.
Eddie, I
That's
think you're. I
me.
think you're the. I think you're the
I'm
shortest.
not that. Yeah, I'm
No,
not that
E.
tall.
Where's it?
He's
Where's
the
it at?
shortest.
Like,
So it's
Chest
basically literally the base of the table is
Sternum.
right at my sternum.
no, I don't want to go higher then.
Yeah, going higher would be
Not
like
for him, for
here.
sure. But honestly, it's a lot of the seats too, because like even me sitting straight up, like look, I'm about to my sternum as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like a high table.
It's kind of just the seating.
I mean, I
We
like
don't
high
have seats
tables.
that are inducive
This is the
for it.
second round of these seats that I bought.
Yeah, I like high tables, but they're
Again,
just not great
I
for
would
the
like
camera
better
angles.
seats, but these are the ones that are like small enough and comfortable.
These seats
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
They work well. It's just
Sorry,
not that
everyone.
tall.
You get behind the scenes on production.
sort of.
Sort of.
Sort of, yeah.
That being said,
Well,
homemade
bet.
set.
Oh, it is
We
a
have
real,
a
it is a
homemade
real
table.
set. Yeah,
Yep.
it's a real. We built this table. It's pretty
Also,
cool.
if you guys
true.
haven't seen, make sure you guys.
I would like to someday like show off the table a little bit. It's rough. Let's be honest. But
How do you show off a table?
I'm kind of proud of it.
Let's just
We'd have to
grab
clear
a
it off
camera.
and do a
We gotta
thing.
yeah.
All right, we
I
take the
did
we
do-
take the battle cam and show it off a little.
Yeah.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the fun stuff. Apologies for the delay. We were waiting for our final party member of the table, and I decided to let us just chit-chat and you get a little bit of who we are as a whole group, which is a bunch of yeehaws.
What?
Yeehaws?
Yeehaws.
I don't know about them.
I thought it was
yeehaws.
Yahoos.
You're a Yahoo, they're a yeehaw, and I'm a yeehoo.
I want to
think-
be.
oh,
wait, wrong.
I want to
That's a
be.
little
I want to
something.
be. I want to be a hootenanny.
I think out of the 5 of us, I'm the most yeehaw out of the Yahoos.
I don't know about that. See, I come from Texas.
I don't know, but Eddie might beat you there.
Coming from Texas does not make you yeehaw. What
Jose?
have you
Oh, careful
done
with
that.
that.
makes you yeehaw,
no,
buddy?
I mean,
You're too.
you're from Montana.
Careful with what you say, sir.
You're too.
I will take you out
Yoo-hoo.
there.
have you ever worked?
flavored.
Have you ever worked
Oh my god!
anything that would be relating to?
I think I know what you're saying.
Let's
A
hear
little
it.
bit.
I never worked on
A little
that.
bit. All
Doesn't
right.
necessarily have to be a farm. I'd actually respect more a ranch.
My uncle's has a ranch. I had to spend a summer in a ranch.
All right.
I hated it.
Let's reel it back in,
Did you
ladies
guys
and
have- Did you guys have
gentlemen.
fence?
Hey,
Did you have to make fence? It's the worst.
y'all calm down.
It's the worst.
We got D&D. Roll it in. Roll it in. Sons of bitches. Come on.
Whoa!
Come on.
Sorry,
What are we
okay.
doing?
You're the one that called us yeehaws, motherfucker.
I know. That's why
I
I'm
think
reeling
that
you
should
back
be our
in.
next campaign. I think we should do a western.
Shut the fuck up.
I think
we gotta
so, too.
continue. We have a story to
It's
tell.
rattling
Calm
in my
down.
head for a
All
while.
right, let me change gears my hand.
Right.
Now you started to sound like fucking Phoenix, bro. Let me change gears for a second, bruv.
Bruv. All right,
Bruv,
bruv. Give us a second. We're gonna do a little bit of a jump into a fucking intro, and we'll be right back after
Brother
that.
just mixed like 7 acts.
Look at my
It's a very
poshness.
short intro.
Push posh.
Pish posh.
The what?
Piss pot.
No, pish posh.
What?
Hello.
Don't understand.
And welcome to Legendary Action Official.
Greetings.
Where we play Dungeons and Dragons like a bunch of badasses. Welcome to Shadow of the Dragon Queen, episode Hall of Memories. We pick up where our adventurers last left off, having snuck into a large encampment protecting the way of a large canyon where the Red Dragon army sat. Sneaking through, they were forced, after some encounters, to fight a dragonelle and a couple individuals facing them. Sneaking through the canyon, they found themselves in a long, thin channel, forced to defend themselves against an encroaching draconian force. The dragonelle fighting and raining fire down from above them. With quick and efficient tactics, they made swift work of these group of individuals, moving through the canyon into a tunnel, cave system that moved on and on. For a few hundred feet, you found yourselves walking, avoiding certain areas where the tunnel itself glimpsed the sky, hearing that dragonelle scratching and clawing, trying to get to all of you. Some of you exhausted from using high-level spells in combat earlier to try to help the invading army.
Did I do that?
Rasmus holding
Yeah.
a spell for over an hour, maintaining concentration on a spell that shouldn't have lasted so long, but with his faith, he endured, casting an ice storm that was destructive enough to weaken the Red Dragon army. As you traversed that tunnel, you felt the ground dampen, and you watched as the earthy terrain around you slowly mingled into into fantastical design.
Words, Michael. Words.
Ooh, you had to pivot a lot sooner.
Disadvantage for the whole evening.
I was trying, dude.
As you guys traversed the area, watching the terrain change, you feel the ground go from a squishy, wet ground into stone. As you approach a crossroads, you feel something tingle on your arms. You feel the hair stick up on the back of your neck, Nama. You feel someone almost watching you until you see that spectral, giant, dragon head appear before you all, asking, why are you here? What brings you here?
Forgot about that.
Nope.
And so we pick up on today's episode. And welcome to a hall of memories. And so there you all are, currently staring down this large dragon head made of green spectral flame. And what do you all do?
Oh boy.
What was
That music made me want to change my mind on what I wanted to do.
Aiden, can't you speak you know the password, the passphrase. I can't speak it. It was
A passphrase?
yes.
Eddie.
I'm looking right now.
It's fucking passphrase?
Yes.
What? What is this? Who did this?
That seems like something I would have fidgeted with. So
That
probably
does
me.
seem like a you thing.
It was
Was it Lothander, right? Maybe.
It wasn't lavender. It was
Why are you here? Trespassers! Thieves!
It's something behind the curtain.
Thieves?
It's something behind the curtain.
Necromancers! This dragon roars out against all of you again. I need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw,
Is
as no one seems to have the answer.
delusional?
5 foot.
Where's that?
It's the wisdom saving throw is DC 18.
Oh, God.
Hey, that's pretty high.
I may. It's behind the curtain. Something behind the curtain.
On
Control
the
F-
die.
Huh?
Control F the curtain. I swear it was something to do with curtain.
Ouch.
I think that's gonna be a no.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Elven
Pass.
Yep.
See me. You know Elvin, don't you?
It's seeing behind the curtain, and I failed it.
You fail.
18.
18?
I got a
18.
15.
To those of you that have failed, you now drop to your knees and begin sweating. Looking at this beast, you feel as if the very foundations of your soul are being shooketh.
What was the
You know Elvin?
phrase?
I know
Yeah.
Elvish.
Yeah. The phrase was behind the curtain.
Yeah. It's the Elven word for seeing behind the curtain.
All right, so I will take out my symbol of Bahamut, hold it up, and say in Elvish, "We've come to see what's behind the curtain."
You feel the dragon's eyes turn and leer at you. They see that pendant, and you see that smile, the mouth turn into a smile. It's not a good one. It's almost a vicious smirk. You are here for a legacy. You are desecrators, betrayers.
Can I tell the what type of dragon this is supposed to be?
Roll a history check. That's a hard one. Roll a history check.
Interesting.
Yeah. Elven word seeing behind the curtain
pretty
allows
good.
us to pass through the magic barrier, softening
Yo.
and broken it.
Ooh, that's pretty
But if
good.
it's still up, we should be able to do it.
20.
20?
Yeah.
You're pretty damn sure it's an ancient red dragon.
Ooh,
Seeing
wrong
behind.
sign.
But the problem is that its size and as big as if its head it is, it might be somehow bigger than an ancient
Seeing
red.
behind a curtain. Seeing behind a curtain.
Because the way you see some of the scales flake and tear,
And this is just like magic mouth or?
No, it's a
spectral
whole ass
head?
dragon head.
Oh,
Whole ass
But
dragon
it's
head.
spectral.
At least, yeah.
His ghost.
He ghost.
Ooh, ghost dragon.
That's what.
We should kill it.
No, Rasmus, no.
Leave now.
I'm gonna repeat what Rasmus said in Draconic. We've come to see what's behind the curtain.
And I said leave. Desecrators. You do not belong here. My last warning.
I wish I knew Elvish.
All right.
This is one of those days.
DC 24 dexterity save, DC 24 dexterity save, DC 24 dexterity save, DC 24 dexterity save, DC 24 dexterity save. If you are feared, you have disadvantage.
What?
Makeable for you?
DC 24?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I'm doing math right now.
Not for me.
You don't have a +4 to dex save? Then you don't roll.
I was just doing it for fun.
DC 24.
You don't have a +4 to your dex save either?
I rolled a 16. 16 plus 8. That's 24.
Oh, thank fuck.
You made it.
No.
No, man, no.
This is what we roll.
Nope.
You helped me roll.
Can I see if I remember how to pronounce the word Delamore told me?
Unfortunately, no, not this moment. You are currently watching this dragon's maw rear back as the head seems to get bigger, wreathed in green ethereal flame, and as it opens its maw, what you would expect to be like a greenish, not real flame, seems to rumble out and roar into this beautiful bluish flame that slowly turns into a whitish color.
Oh, it's hot. It's hot.
Eddie, did you pass?
No.
Who passed? By what margin did you pass?
I hit.
Beautiful. Everyone's going to take half of 10d8. Sorry, if you fail, you take 10d8. If you pass, you take half of that.
Monk.
Everyone is going to take 78 points of fire damage. As you
Now
feel
I'm
the very
pass.
skin boiling and turning. You feel your hair turning to ash. You feel your skin starting to pustule and burn at the heat. You start crumpling to the ground, the pain immense. You find yourselves currently on fire. You feel the very tears that would be falling from your eyes evaporating. The sensation is horrendous. You feel the last moments of your life almost slowly slipping away.
Did you say 78?
Yep. Only 4.
Nama.
So only 2 of the
Only
dice rolled
for
a 9?
all of you.
And the rest of them rolled 10s?
No.
Or no. 2 of the dice rolled 7s, and the rest of them rolled 8s.
Yes. Plus the modifiers. Only for all of you to shake it off. Looking before you is just an open room. Now, a left and right path. There's no spirit before you.
I don't know how much health I had before you did that.
Just add 78 back.
I didn't take 78. I didn't have 78 to take. And now I don't remember what my health was at, you fuck.
I absorbed it.
That's what you get for premature.
No, you said
Negation.
you take.
I died and woke up.
You take.
This is what you get for premature negation. It affects
what you
1 in
get.
6
bills for
players
that.
at a D&D table.
This is what you get
It's like
for saying that I took damage when I didn't. I don't think I was at 40. Well, now I'm gonna-
7d8.
I ballparked it. No, it was 10D.
I saw. Don't worry, I wasn't ignoring you, DM Green. I was just knew that what was coming for the consequences. You find yourselves now standing, out of breath, panting, fear settling in your chest as you all felt the very skin melting off your bones, only for it to just vanish. You look around and anxiety sets in as you don't know where you are. You don't know what's in this place. You don't know what's protecting or guarding or anything. At the moment, you have no idea where you really even are. As you look before 2 paths set before you, There's a path to the left and a path to the right, both branching out in directions.
We weren't prepped for this.
Well,
Let's split up.
so first off, that was unpleasant. I didn't like that.
I'm used to the feeling of fire on my skin, but
That was something different.
that was. I didn't like it.
That was unfortunate.
So, well, if we think about it, we came in, we were heading north through the encampment, and then we turned to the east to get down the thingy here, and then we were supposed to go kind of north again. So I think we should probably go to the left path, from what I remember. If that seems right.
Honestly, I think that's fine. We'll go left. Worst case, we just double back. I'm going to leave.
Unless there's more traps up that way, which I don't know.
I hope not.
We should probably look for traps.
Yeah, probably.
That'd be smart. How's everybody?
I wasn't scared,
Still bristled.
but I don't like catching on fire.
Bruh.
What?
His password is like 97 characters.
No, don't worry about that.
Oh, I thought you said his pants were 97 characters.
Unfortunate.
I don't understand.
Terrifying. It was. Should we take a moment to catch our
What?
breath?
What am I looking at?
I need a cat nap.
Honestly, Nama, I agree. I could use a nap. But is there still the pathway down the canyon behind us?
Yeah, where you guys came. Nothing's been closed off. Nothing's been crazy, changed too much.
So do we want a real dragonelle, or do we want more of these spooky floaty dragon heads that make us think that we're dying?
Yeah. Gotcha.
Well, where we need to go is up ahead. But we also need to see if Lord Soth made it through here or not. Because we have to stop him. If we don't get the fires of creation back, it's
I'm going to pull out
all over.
So the way you described it, it's canyon behind us, and then it splits off left and right, or is it fork?
I think it's forks.
You guys are at a point where you see this stone-like structure in front of you. Almost looks like where you would go for like water. Looks like to be a small fountain on a wall. Think of like a Greek fountain. Public fountains where like be a small dish pool. The dragon appeared from that,
Okay.
and you see a path to the left and a path to the right.
What would that be called?
Is there any
It's like
water in that?
Just a
fountain?
basin?
No, basin. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Oh,
half
basin.
basin basically.
It's a basin
Okay.
with a spigot above it.
Yeah.
Are there any?
But it's a half bowl.
It's a half bowl. Okay.
Are there any identifying marks on the basin or around it?
Investigation check.
And then I died.
I'm gonna come in and just roll right into it. All right.
15.
It's been a day.
Apologies.
Sorry.
Roll right into the fun of it.
15?
15. You walk up and you kind of start wiping some of the dirt, trying to see anything. You see some sigils and markings. They look elvish to you.
Is the stream frozen, or is that just on there?
It's all working.
Does look
We're good.
frozen on the page, but
And
We're good. It's all
we're
working.
good.
We're all
Yeah.
working. We're all
It's
working.
fine.
Trust me. I do have it pulled up just in case. I've been like.
Hey, Rasmus, you know Elvish, right?
I do, yes.
Yeah, can you read this here? It looks Elven.
Okay. Yeah, go and read it.
I wish I knew how to draw a better map.
What you get lightly is Wellspring, Onyari, Public, Offering.
So this is just like super.
even with my
faded.
help,
The writing is very
just make sure.
dilapidated.
Oh, okay. You said
What
offer?
was this? Offering? Do we need to offer something?
I take a silver coin out of my pouch and put it in the basin. Just to see what
Yes.
happens.
Ooh.
Well, it's a dragon. What if the dragon prefer gold?
I don't know. I'm trying to
The
save money. We're
whole,
running
the
out.
whole thing.
Oh,
Just give it a.
Well, I started out with this a lot more than I have now.
You get a
Take one,
water,
pass it
and
down.
you
I
get a
still
water.
have some.
and you
Take
get
two.
a water.
Thank you, Oprah, for the water.
Grazie.
Beautiful.
Grazie.
Bueno.
Grazie molto.
Not sponsored.
Ragazzi, grazie molto. Beretta.
All right. Continue.
So,
Zip.
So
I-
it was.
yeah, Ziff takes just a silver coin because it said offering, and he puts the silver coin in the basin just to see if anything happens.
And what were the other words?
Onyari, which is the name of the city of lost names, and offering,
happens.
and
Public.
nothing happens. Okay.
I told you, Zip, it needs to be gold. I take a gold coin. Same thing.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Well, maybe it's not that.
Maybe it's not that.
I'm not putting in platinum.
I don't have a gem either. I used all the gems to make sure Rasmus got a new emblem.
Yeah.
So we can decide to either go left or right, or we can take a moment, gather ourselves.
I have a
If this
piece
fits in
of
offering
Alexandrite.
blood,
Okay.
A large piece of Alexandrite.
Okay.
Yes, we we have quite the amount of water at the studio. Also, welcome back to Piss God. Pleasure. That is a name, and I still appreciate it to this day.
Of course, the piss
What
god's
is it?
commenting
The
on
piss god.
hydration.
Piss.
You calm down over there.
Well,
The
no,
what god?
literally,
Piss
it's in
god.
the
Piss
freaking
god.
chat.
Say it with me. PISSGOD. Piss God.
What do you think a god of piss's powers would be? In D&D.
We're not going there.
We're not
all right.
going
We
there.
have role play to do tonight. Calm yourself.
No, it's Pice Sigdi.
I don't know what the fuck you just said.
You tried.
What
Yeah,
language-
You're looking at a goddamn basin right now. What you doing?
language was
English?
Didn't sound like. But I don't know all English.
Listen.
So
English is pretty complicated.
yes, it is.
It is.
Understatement.
It's a basin.
Maybe,
Alexandrite.
maybe it is an offering of blood.
Oh,
You want
that's
to try the
dark.
You want to try the Alexandrite first?
Or the blood?
I just.
How do you feel about blood offerings?
Isn't this the city of lost names?
Yeah, and we know the name though, Anyari. It's right on the basin there. But give an offering of our name?
A name, maybe.
I mean,
Certain fey magic can have this effect.
Yeah.
well,
Elves
have to
are
be careful with that,
Elves have
doesn't
a
it?
special connection with.
Doesn't it bind you to the city maybe then though?
I don't know.
Or like I don't know much about magic, but names
We've
are
come to see
powerful.
behind the curtain, I say, in Elvish again.
Nothing happens.
That's a red herring. Nothing is ever
Oh,
going
I
to
know.
happen. He's just rolling.
he's just
Oh,
rolling.
I say
Yeah.
in Draconian.
Nothing happens.
I walk up to the side of it.
You could punch it.
Well, so like it's recessed. It's recessed in the wall, so there's like no real side of it per se, because it's like in the wall.
It's like in the wall.
Yeah,
The
press-
basin's in
like
the
there's
wall.
like that much outside. There's like that much like stone outside
You know-
the wall.
Every time that's the first time you've asked me to punch something, and I don't trust it.
Yeah, because it seems to be about the only thing you contribute to puzzles, usually. Is punching.
It works 25% of the time.
You're smarter than just a fist,
He thinks sometimes.
Nix.
On the battlefield, I'm smarter than a fist. Here, this is all you. You tell me which way to punch, and I punch.
Punch your way to the city of lost names.
I punch the wall.
Do you cut
Nothing
your
happens.
knuckles?
Nothing happens.
I tried.
Great, while your hand's there.
But you cut him.
I just. I
let him.
already pressed a claw into my
Yeah, I don't
pop
think
pad.
I don't think it's gonna.
Not
do
the
anything.
soft pop hats, Nama.
You feel the blood pooling from you, and you almost like feel like a weight being pulled from you at first, and then you see a drop just bloop. Nothing happens.
Yeah, it was a little.
It was just a little.
Yeah, it was an arrowhead. You know,
Yeah. Okay.
tip of the finger.
Ziff says we go left.
That's my best guess based off of
I
the
offer
direction
a
we've been
whisker.
going and.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, for a whisker.
And I'm gonna draw an arrow in the direction that we're going. All right, I marked it. Let's head left.
Okay.
Should we go right?
I don't know if splitting it up is a good idea.
I don't. As of right now, no.
No, I will take the lead. I will get my sword and my shield, and I will lead down. It's a tunnel or a hallway. It's like,
Tunnel. 2 tunnels. Left tunnel, right tunnel.
Are they carved or natural?
Yes.
Okay.
So combination.
So
of
it's-
both.
It's a combination of both.
How big? Tall, wide.
You can all fit through it walking.
Okay.
There are probably 5-foot hallways that have been like overgrown or like changed into like half and half almost, like in different areas. There's some areas where it's an actual walkway. There's some areas where it's just all dirt.
I think I only need
Okay.
one thing I really hurt, so we did our jobs.
That's okay. That's
Yeah,
where we're
I'll
supposed to
lead them.
Get beat up.
In a direction until we find another crossing or an opening.
Okay.
For the record, if my passive perception is 18, in case there's anything strange up ahead.
Yeah.
I'll be right behind him with my 20.
That's a
Yeah,
good idea.
fair enough.
Yep.
You begin walking forward. You feel that this chamber transitions from natural stone to more and more solid walls. You see the floor before you changing from wood and stone to worked marble blocks. The passage tilts down to the southwest, where a carving depicts a dragon in flight. Half of the dragon's body is submerged in dark water, and the hallway beyond is completely flooded with water.
Okay.
I look to the monk, because they seem athletic and probably good at swimming. How's your... Can you hold your breath?
I can hold my breath.
How long, do you think?
Does anyone have a torch or dark vision? You see you see another passageway to the farther right. Like you popped out, you have all that water and the submerged area, and it's kind of just flooded over here. And then to the right, you see like a skirting area where you can like travel a bit on the dirt. And then to the right, there might be another entryway that your cat eyes can see.
So is this like some kind of shrine?
So how far away is that from where we're at to that door?
I point that out to everyone. So, do we want to take that path or dip our toes and get wet?
I can.
Does it look like there's a door on the other side where it's flooded?
That's the path to the right.
So doors to the right. Everything else is flooded.
Everything else is flooded. I mean, yes, I can hold my breath. I can probably hold my breath. Numbers aren't.
2 minutes. Maybe 3.
It's absurd how long D&D characters can hold their breath typically, but
Yeah.
It's true.
How do you even calculate that?
it's something to do with your constitution scores. I don't remember exactly.
Okay, well, I have a +5. So.
I think you can hold for 5 minutes then, which is
That's a long
Plus
time.
6 for mine.
Yeah, it makes sense for monks, you know?
yeah, it's definitely in character for you, but
No.
I'm just some knight.
Not just some night. A night that can hold an ice storm for a very, very long time.
I didn't do much of the work.
It's true.
Nama pointed out a path to the right. I can go in, but if something happens down there, I'm
How-
limited to what I can
I'll
do.
summon Gora.
How dark is the room?
Yes.
Just like pitch black underground.
There's no
dark?
light right now.
Okay, so yeah, we've all lit torches.
Yeah.
I'll summon Cora and have her jump in.
cat. Oh yeah, you can see through the cat's eyes, right? Can you do
No.
that? No.
No, not that kind of.
Not a druid.
No, but
If
she
he
can
drowns,
speak
he
to me.
drowns, use armor.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay. That's safer
that's safer, but
than Nick's going under the water.
I can resummon her in 1 minute
And she can tell you what she saw.
if something happened to her.
Okay.
So I actually. Is it worthwhile to waste our time with whatever we might find down there, or do we just carry on through the
well,
door?
if we continue to move to the right while Cora's underneath,
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll do both at the same
we
time.
can do both. Wait at the door, if anything.
And disadvantage has been redeemed on Aiden. It seems that the weight of this very place is causing pressure upon your soul, and you find your steps ever so slightly off.
Disadvantage on what?
That son of a bitch.
The next thing that requires you to have anything.
Okay.
All right.
It's a good thing Cora went in the water.
You hear
No, Cora!
Cora! Come on, her distress noise would be much, much
You're
cooler.
right, you're right.
She does not meow. She is no typical house cat.
Oh no. Are you gonna have a bad time?
I don't think typical house cats speak.
I don't know. I've heard him say some shit.
I think I'm gonna.
So we're gonna go to the doorway then.
Yep. Yep. We'll go to the doorway.
My fur's just rustled.
I will again take the lead. I have a lamp, by the way, not a torch.
We need to get you.
Are you running it in curtain mode or you know?
It is a hooded lamp, so
Yeah.
yes, it is direction.
Are we circumcised or uncircumcised with the lamp today?
Uncircumcised?
You're upset because that kind of the point still stands.
It's. I know what you're meaning by this, but
Humble lamp brag.
fine. My lamp is condom on.
That's worse.
It's actually worse because
That's way worse.
the condom has a hole in it.
Yeah.
It's not
That's
actually
way
working.
worse.
So much worse.
Yeah,
All right.
bad analogy. I'm sorry, everyone.
You take your lamp that has its shades pulled in to kind of keep it that pinpoint light, and you start moving towards the left side. Sorry, the right side.
Outside. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
4 trailer park girls go around the outside.
More
Oh, there's 5.
tavern.
You
There's
see a
5.
bunch of mismatched bones scattered across this large opening. You see that the cavern itself is natural, and the ceiling has slightly caved in. Part of the building has fallen into the cavern. Inside the collapsed structure, you see a bunch of wooden heads, decaying hats, and scattered wood.
This is a odd room.
Can I see if there's like a continuation in the path or?
You guys. So it's sitting like right in front of you guys. It's an open like area. The ceiling's covered, but it looks like it's kind of like caved in at some point. And you just see this large, almost like half structure that's broken and destroyed. You see a bunch of different scattered things throughout it.
Can I take a look at the scattered things?
Yeah, do me a favor and roll a perception check.
Okay. That would be 21.
Nice.
On closer inspection, you see something you've only seen once before. You saw it in a wizard's tower. It's a large, giant construct that seems to be buried underneath wood and some feathered hats and some other dirt and remains.
Is it his closet?
It's his closet.
He's looking.
You see a large stone golem.
Oh.
Half buried, you say?
Mm-hmm.
What are the odds it can get out of that?
That's what I was thinking. That or there's a mechanism or a trap to activate it.
So this looks like a ruined place that's like had
A fight.
just been buried.
Cave-in.
Or cave-in.
Cave in.
Giant landslide.
You're not sure because it looks like it's been a collapsed area. It looks like some things are just settled here. You're not entirely sure. You see another opening straight ahead of you to your right, and then another pathway to the left. The opening is closer to the right.
Do we do anything with this golem, or
While
Yeah,
they're,
leave it
while they're
alone.
inspecting the golem, I'm just gonna go to the nearest entry and
Oh yeah, you're gonna go to the.
shine the light.
Yep, you walk up right towards it, and you head to that right little area. You find that it's another area that seems to have fallen from the ceiling, and not through like
The
it's
collapsed
fallen,
ceiling.
collapsed down. You see smashed barrels, a bunch of shelving, shards of colored glass that clutter the chamber, and a staircase that leads to a wall. Like it's like a crumpled, destroyed wall. Let me rephrase that.
So this is all just
Does-
collapsed and buried stuff.
Does it, the nature of the rubble, is it look old or does it look fresh?
Old,
Okay.
old as sin.
Okay.
That pop felt like I was gonna die.
Is this just a room with no other exit, or
Yeah, you look around and like you just see that.
You
You
got
see a
a
bunch of
pop,
little
you got a pop.
barrels. You see one that's shifted open and there's something inside of it. You see a couple
wish I
different
could get my
shelves.
back.
You see some shelving on the back that's there.
anything interesting on the shelves, or is it all just rotted fabric?
There's a couple interesting bottles that you see on the shelf.
I will go over to the bottles.
You know exactly what they are when you get closer. You thought they were your father's favorite. They're Astarn bottles of wine. They're thousands of years old.
Oh, so ruined.
Istaran wine was always magically preserved at an exact age that it got the most perfect taste.
Never mind.
Each bottle ranges from the price of 200 gold to 700 gold.
Oh. Well, we're just gonna pack those away into the backpack.
Or
There
the
is-
safe bag of holding.
Oh, that'd be even better. Yeah, I will take both the bottles.
Remember
There's a total of 9 bottles.
remember when the dragon called us desecrators?
I don't care.
Okay.
So we have had problems before being in temples and touching stuff that wasn't ours.
This isn't a temple.
We don't
Are
know
you
it's a
sure?
temple.
Because it's
We don't
protected.
Have I seen any
protected by
indication of a
magic.
religious iconography besides a giant statue of a dragon, which they obviously would have all over the place in this city?
I'm gonna drink a potion of greater.
What about the magic?
I'm hurt.
I'm
Honestly,
gonna cast invisibility.
from the description, I would say that
disappear.
that big dragon in a lowered square
Yeah.
seems like something that would be in a town square, and now we're in the fucking buried shops.
Okay.
This isn't a temple.
Okay.
You grab each bottle, and
I
each
do.
bottle you slowly put into that bag of holding. You're looking at him very judgmentally. And as each bottle enters the bag of holding, you feel your hand getting heavier and heavier and heavier. And nothing happens.
Yeah.
He feels it getting heavier and heavier by the sheer amount of gold that he could get out of these.
You know what?
Correct.
A noble would pay for a collection that size.
Okay. Yeah.
Way
Okay.
too much gold. We have to fund this somehow.
That's better than nothing.
So while this is all going on, does Ziff see anything interesting?
Which room is he in?
I'm in the main corridor with the
Also,
gold.
did Cora ever come back?
Not yet.
She's
No.
dead.
Well, can you still?
Yeah,
Can you,
sense
can
it.
you sense Cora's presence?
I don't know.
Well, you figure that out.
22 on a perception check.
As you're looking around, you're moving a bunch of boxes, and you're kind of shifting through the dirt and the soil around the golem, curious. And you find this interesting looking bag and gem on the golem.
Who's keeping them? Are you keeping the inventory in the bag, holding it, or
We don't have a lot in there as of right now.
I'm just a,
I've been added to it.
okay?
Yeah, Eddie's been keeping track of it.
You've been keeping track though. Okay. So you got 9 bottles of expensive wine.
You find
Neat.
a very nice gem and a very tight bag of something. And as
It
you
does not say if I
grab
can
them
detect
and
her
pull them from the
presence.
golem,
That's
You
a
hear-
no, then.
and you see the golem shift. And then just, you see its hand shoot out. And then the hand shoots out. You see it getting closer and closer until it just falls right before you. It seems that it jutted up to reach out to you and then deactivated. And now it's sitting up. There's a large crash to those of you in the other room.
Ziff.
It moved.
I watched that whole thing.
Why did it move?
Because I grabbed this. And I'm holding up the bag.
Put it back.
Well, open the bag.
No,
What's
put
inside?
it back.
I'm curious, and I open the bag. Sorry.
No, it's Ziff.
Yeah, you open it up, and it looks to be some form of dust.
Is it sparkly?
Nope.
Okay.
Does it smell good?
I don't know if I'm gonna put my nose in there or not.
Can I?
So
Is it
inspect
for those human remains?
Where in the bag? No, it's dust.
Can I
What
inspect?
do you think happens to human remains when you burn them?
Ash.
Ash.
This
But
doesn't
there
look
is a
like.
look a
difference
lot
between
like
ash and
what?
dust.
This doesn't look like ash. I
Either
hand it
way-
over to Rasmus.
Either way, we should put it away. Put it
I
back.
don't think we should take
What's in the
anything
bag?
here.
It's some form of harsh clay-like dust material. You're not sure what it's for.
Maybe it's for making another golem. Was that smart?
Probably not.
I need. Oh shit.
This is what you do when you test alchemy. I was like, yeah, you get a little taste.
You find
Bag of cocaine.
your mouth is chalky, and you find the most sourest taste lingering in your mouth. It tastes horrendous. It almost makes you want to vomit.
Yeah.
If you hadn't probably eaten that hero's feast, it might have like put you out.
Ugh,
Not good.
terrible.
Okay, I grabbed
Put
it
it
back
back.
from Rasmus. I put it back with the golem, and I literally.
Well, that doesn't mean it couldn't be useful.
No, we
We
don't
even
need
know
it.
what it is.
We don't need it. Ziff, please put it back.
So I put it actually in the golem's hand.
It closes its hand around it.
I kept the gem though.
I wish we had some identification. It's magic.
If only our Hugo didn't go off and fight a war.
Nama, do you sense anything magical from the bag?
I can't identify, but I can locate.
Fantastic.
You're not sure what it is, honestly. Nama, you walk up and kind of just look at it and smell lightly. It smells exactly like the golem.
It's like dirt, stone.
Clay, something.
Yeah.
You're not entirely sure what it is, but it's somehow
Earth.
related to this golem in some way or form.
You said there was another passage, another entrance.
Yeah, you got to keep going to the left. I know. I'm looking at it too.
Can I start laughing before that? Because I came to the same conclusion. So.
You're both terrible.
What kind of gem did I pick up?
You don't know.
Okay.
Just know,
Put it in my pocket.
Alex, you're terrible.
Wait, what?
You should feel terrible.
I'm missing something clearly.
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat.
I'm not watching the channel.
I'll let you know just because I feel like you'll enjoy this.
Sorry.
The popular comment of the night so far has been, "Ew, Gollum jizz dusty."
That is.
It could be. That
I
makes
mean,
sense.
you got
actually.
it out of a tent.
I mean, it's from. Oh my
Oh, we
god.
picked up his sock. Damn it!
I don't think it was the sock. Because it was a sack.
Yeah, well, I mean, how do you make golemites? Come on, guys.
baby golems?
Yeah, how do you make golemites?
I don't know.
I'm going to go scout ahead a little bit.
With Golem Dusty Cum.
I hate my players.
Hi.
You read it, and Alex thought it.
And you
So-
participated in it.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. I am here for entertainment. I
No.
am here to entertain.
No, you're here to be Aiden.
No, I am here to entertain.
I'm going
Aiden and I are separate
to check it for
individuals.
traps, making sure as I go.
Yeah, you start heading forward.
When I hit the
You slow-
entrance, I'm just gonna like. Keep
Yeah,
going.
you turn left, and slowly that wall, the natural corridor, turns a little tighter and shifts, and as you see giant bones jutting across the entire corridor, you hear the tunnel itself
Oh yeah, you could definitely.
filling
use it
with
for
the
that.
sounds of rattling as the bones in the wall begin to
Absolutely.
move and
Read it
shift.
again now.
Because it has like apparel, furniture, tool, or weapon.
Wait,
It could be both.
It's just a
Tool,
bunch of
there
bones
could be a
rattling and
tool,
shifting.
there could be a weapon.
You hear voices
Within 1,000 feet is not very
Incoherent.
far though.
whispering through the corridor.
Yeah.
Last thing that whispered to me was an evil god, so I'm going to go back with my holy man.
All right.
I need a holy man.
It would work though, for sure. Oh, what? I'm sorry, I was distracted. What's happening?
We can maybe drink the wine later.
No, it's
Listen,
all right.
further down, the walls are covered in bones, and there was a lot of whispering. The last time I heard whispering like that, Aiden touched that medallion.
Oh, yeah, that was not a good time.
It wasn't.
I'd do it again.
All right, well, I'll take the lead.
This
Also,
time,
the
this
walls
time I'd
moved.
take the power.
So if anything happens, I say we prepare for a fight just in case.
I don't really want to.
Well,
I definitely don't want to.
yeah. Okay. We didn't see any other passages besides this. The rest of them ended.
We're
in
still
dead
waiting
ends,
for
yeah?
Nama to come back from the water.
Nama
No.
didn't go in the
Cora.
water.
Or not Cora. Wrong feline.
Wrong cat.
What,
Wrong
you
cat.
think we all look alike?
Okay, racist.
You know what? It is dark. I'm sorry, Nama.
Okay, racist.
Also, yes.
I can talk!
It wouldn't be racist to be speciest.
I've heard
I guess
Nama.
that's true because
different word.
because Cora is not a race.
It's true.
She's a different species.
She's just a cat. That's a cat too.
All right.
She was celestial.
Yes. If this is our only other
She is
path
a
that we haven't
celestial.
explored, then I will lead the way down this path of bones.
Yeah.
It becomes like a.
They start to rattle and move.
They start to rattle and move, and then the
And then
voices.
there's a voice.
So what? We've
Scotty,
done
you
much
didn't have
worse.
to do that.
Everywhere we go, we're assaulted by otherworldly creatures and voices in our heads. It's not going to be any different this time.
True.
True, but the last time we heard these voices,
I
it
get-
was quite literally.
It becomes taxing and I get tired.
I have not been with you guys all too terribly long, and you guys seem to have lots of bad luck.
No, this is
It's
just
not
normal.
It's not bad luck. It's all things that you'd expect. We just are really bad at picking easy jobs.
Charging headfirst into danger.
Yeah.
You'll find your danger.
Fair enough, fair
Listen,
enough.
I came here
It's
for.
usually straight
Yeah,
ahead.
when you fuck with the single-handed largest, most powerful army in the entire nation, you're bound to run into some trouble.
We've been doing it for a while too.
I could have had my nice, easy job.
You start
That
moving.
being
You
said,
joined us.
I know. I was forced to join you. I was ordered to, and now I'm stuck.
Is my protection good evil?
Where is my super suit?
Where is my religious emblem?
Well, I'm doing that.
You know we don't believe in that. Where's my religious emblem?
Why do you
Don't
My
have it-
party's in danger.
Don't have
And
it
my
prepared.
evening's in danger. Woman, tell me where my religious medal is now. And fate.
That went on about 5 times longer than I
I
thought
did
it
too.
was
I'll be
going
honest.
to.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, I don't have protection from evil and good prepared, so I won't bother with that. Carry on.
You start moving through
It's
this
not
tunnel.
ready. Fuck it.
You see the bones just shifting through the wall.
Yeah, you do.
You see them pushing
You're
and
wearing armor.
pulling. You
Oh,
hear
yeah.
those.
Coughing.
You hear the
How terrifying.
Rasping voices.
Not the COVID.
through the
cough.
room. I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw. You don't see it coming.
Oh, damn it.
What's the DC?
Good.
I have
Excellent check.
disadvantage.
DC 16.
Oh, you do have this.
DC 16.
60. You motherfucker. With disadvantage, rolling a 5. I missed it by 1.
I'm at 16.
16?
Yay!
17. I'm rolling.
I got 13 on the dot.
Missed it by 1.
17.
Ooh.
Barely made it.
Barely made it.
Yeah.
Where's my
And with
religion?
that,
Barely make it all day.
you feel something grab the two of you by your lower waists. You look down and you see those a bone-like tail wrapping around you. You see
my
the
penis.
bones spreading out, digging into your body, and pulling you into the walls.
Oh.
Each of you
Can I make a grab for him?
take
I was gonna say.
12 points of bludgeoning damage as you make contact with the wall.
Oh, I'm immune to bludgeoning.
It's not
Oh,
true.
that's handy.
For that, Chase, you take an additional 10.
Well, you take an additional fuck you. You weren't going to get one, and now you got one.
You
How does
said
that make
12,
you feel?
right?
Yeah.
12.
You okay?
All right. So if they
Fine, I'll be
suddenly
fine,
are
it's
pulled
fine.
into the walls,
Can we stop that? Or help them?
Can I try to grab onto someone as I'm being sucked to the wall?
No. You're into the wall now, and now you're looking down. You see this bone-like tail wrapped around you, pulling you both in. All three of you are kind of like just jumped out of the way as you see this interesting bone head pop out of a wall as it tears through. It looks in the shape of a dragon's head, but smaller as it lashes out. And
looks in the shape of my sword.
I need the three of you to do dexterity saving throws again.
I see this one coming though.
You
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Unless you're
What are we
blinded
hitting?
by the dark.
DC 16.
Okay. Yeah, that's scary.
Fuck. Well,
That's an 8.
Did you make it?
I
can't
did.
roll a 17
I have
every
a plus
time,
8.
can you?
No.
16.
Unless
I
you're
made
Mike.
it again. 16.
It's because he's a dirty, filthy cheat.
This one latches in. This one digs into your armor,
Uh-oh.
biting into you. You feel the teeth digging in.
Uh-oh. Can we try to help?
You take three piercing. Did not roll hot there. As you feel it dragging and coiling around you, now you see it. It looks like a dragon's head with its ribcage spread out, with just one long bone-like tendril beneath it, as it's just coiling around Rasmus. You feel it slowly constricting and just coiling in on you. You feel your armor creaking from the pressure.
Like Iron Maiden?
Ziff,
Each of you have one action.
save Nama. I'm gonna go after.
Actually, I think we should go after the spine.
I think Rasmus is strong enough to get out of there. We need to save the other two. I'm more worried about the bones on the walls. I'm gonna punch the tail holding Aiden.
I'm pretty strong.
Roll
I'm not.
an attack with disadvantage. You are attempting to hit this bone hard enough and not hit Aiden because you're coming in.
Yeah.
You're punching.
Okay. 17.
17. You feel your hand just right in to the bone, and it just shivers and nothing happens.
I tried. I tried.
So there's like it's a spine-like structure that's behind Rasmus, right?
It's okay.
No, it's a whole
This is where
creature
we
that
die.
looks to have like the head of a
I'm gonna
dragon.
save you.
Yeah.
The
We tried.
ribcage spans out and it's
I'm
slowly
saving.
enclosing around him,
Okay.
and the tail of it,
saving.
where the spine would be,
Yeah.
is wrapping around his entire body right now, just constricting in on him.
Okay. Yeah, I go after the tail right next to where the rib cage is.
Disadvantage,
Okay.
because you are swinging at a creature that is currently wrapped around another human being.
Okay.
Oh.
That's all right. 15.
Did he roll a 20?
I did. Yeah.
You swing in and you feel the blade hit the back of the cage, and you feel it rattle inside your body from the sheer force of the hit. Doesn't hurt you, but the blade doesn't dig in to the creature. All three of you may now struggle.
Struggle.
Try to get out.
Strength checks.
Can I use Vortex Warp on myself? Or just teleport myself?
Absolutely, you may.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
That's a neat feature.
Opposed grapple.
I can't do that.
It would be athletics or acrobatics for you.
You're good at those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you get advantage if I'm next to it?
Nope. Not unless you run the help action.
Which one?
Do it, do the eye.
Left.
Wait, did they came with 2?
No. 10.
How much HP are you on?
I'm so upset.
He's actually okay.
Okay, I'm like,
It rolled
They're-
it rolled a 23.
I just rolled the other one.
Can
I rolled a
cast
1 on the one that she picked, and a 20 on the one that she didn't. What are the odds? You can't make that
So-
shit up.
I'm constricted.
You
Take
can't
hold
make
of
that
the.
shit
I'm
up.
also constricted.
Take hold of the pendant, and then I yell to my friends, "Cover your ears!"
oh shit.
Oh,
Shit.
By Paladin's might, let false strength break and shatter the unworthy. Boom! Big ol' crack of thunder as shatter is cast.
yeah. Sif goes down, covers his
I
ears.
cast
'cause
shatter right on top of us.
He's
All
seen
of
that
you?
before.
We're all pretty close together, and we're surrounded by bone walls.
It hits everybody, right?
It hits everything.
All right, roll for damage.
All right, let's do it.
You know, I don't feel like covering my ears helped.
It didn't.
Rasmus.
It didn't. You just won't have the ringing. You just won't have the ringing.
I think I'll have the ringing anyways, you fuck.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
When my skull cracks against the wall, I think I'll get the ringing.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So right before you cast that, can I?
Do some
Because I
vocal.
said the Vortex Warp, and we never got to.
Yeah, if you got away,
An action?
then it won't hit.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
It's
If you went down the hall, it's
What's
only
the cast
just a
time?
space around another creature you can see. It's instantaneous.
Yeah.
Cast time is not instantaneous. Duration is instantaneous. Cast
It's
time
only
is
10
one
foot.
action.
One action.
Yeah,
that goes
off.
Action.
So if you want to use it, you absolutely can.
Cast time is important because reaction, bonus action.
Since
things
we're
like
in a
that
story
change.
element, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
too much. So you absolutely can if you still want to.
I'm saying reaction technically is quicker.
Yeah, it's fine.
Could potentially get her out of being hit by
She
shatter.
she was doing it first anyway, so it doesn't matter. You absolutely cast the spell if you want to.
Yeah, it's better than being
Shattered.
plastered into.
So yeah, you feel. Describe your spell. Why am I trying to describe it for you? What does your vortex warp look like?
Have you ever seen a vortex?
Shut up.
So you just see me struggling against the wall with this weird bone belt that I have now. Not very fashionable, by the way. And I'm looking around, and I, look across to see an open space, and all of a sudden you just see a fur. And I'm gone.
Oh shit.
No, I got destroyed.
And then the light goes off.
Yeah, that.
This
and then
thing
just
crashed
At the
shattered.
same time as shattered.
This thing crushed Nama into
Fur.
fur.
Like, what are you?
And then immediately after,
Yeah, of course.
Fair enough.
Oh my god.
It was a 15 on that shatter, by the way.
Okay. Still barely alive.
is it a save?
Is it a save?
There is a save. Sorry.
Is there? Yeah, Is there a save?
It's a Constitution 16.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, fuck
That's a ear.
fuck your shatter, buddy.
That's an ear saving.
24.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck, I'm getting hit.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Thanks.
Okay.
Round down to 7.
How much damage does it do?
15. It does more to constructs, right?
I need to know that.
Fuck.
Well, it would be on
I
the.
just got all that hope.
It's on you if it takes
not a
extra damage.
I'm not a
from
construct.
Things like
thankfully.
shatter. If it's a construct, it has disadvantage on its save. That's what
Okay.
it says in my spell.
Okay.
All right. I'm not a construct.
What's the save?
16 Constitution.
None of them pass.
Excellent.
The
explodes.
one from you, you feel the shatter emanate from yourself, and you feel it just wiggle and worm. You feel a tail coming up. You feel that the bone cage actually starts digging into your flesh, trying to hold on to you. As it's pushed off, you're thrown into the wall pretty hard. Like, the shatter just kind of wham! You feel the tail loosen and pull off of you.
I did save.
You still got hit with half of it. You still got thrown into a wall from a shatter. It's still constricting you.
Okay.
You're free. You got laid out by shatter. You're wondering who flashbanged you.
I saved, so I'm
Just
You're
wondering.
still like, ah!
my ears are ringing.
Just bang on this one.
Just the, ah!
God damn it, Rasmus. Enclosed area.
Yeah.
That's right. I got a wild magic.
Oh, you do have wild magic.
Woo-hoo! Thank you, DM
I
Green.
thought she already used it last
She
No,
did
she
not.
This
No.
is her first official spell.
Bunch of
Yep.
maniacs, all of you.
I
Yep.
just don't.
Why? Oh,
I just
magic.
don't reappear.
Do me a favor.
We'll see.
Yes.
Roll a D100.
Oh,
Here you go.
right.
Would you like to use the good ones?
Yes.
Or
sure.
these ones. With
Okay.
pretty
There's
coin.
no such thing as good ones on the wild magic table.
These work okay?
They're okay, but it's not like high is good and low is bad. It's
Cast a whale into the room.
it's
to crush the
completely
bone
random
skeleton.
on this table.
So,
I'm scared.
Dude. That's
20.
outrageous.
20.
I shouldn't have used Shatter.
Huh?
20.
Whatever.
You turn into
Uh-oh.
a fire elemental.
As you cast that the void spell, you feel your body just poof, and as you're traveling, your mind wonders because something felt different with that spell. You felt your body tug in a different way, and as you reappear, nothing's different. The spell seems to have worked just fine. You're exactly where you wanted to be. You don't notice anything different.
That doesn't institute mad cackling usually, though. There's something else going to be later. Wear a hat.
What? What's Nama? Nama come back and she's bald.
Don't.
Did leave all the fur behind.
What kind of kitties are the ones without the hair?
It's changing
The
with the
best ones.
season.
Naked bull rat.
No.
Nick.
Yeah, you guys are
Not
still.
the best ones.
And then as you're dealing with that constricted, you feel it slowly tearing and falling apart as it seems to have decayed. You see all the bones that were in the wall scattered around you, all just cracking and breaking.
Okay.
Is everybody okay? I don't.
Is it Nama? You okay? Oh,
I
she's
go
down
over.
there.
And
I
as
go
you-
over to pick up the fur. Nama's gone.
And as you turn to look at Nama, she's bright pink. All of her fur is now pink.
Oh.
Except for what's in my hand.
No, it's pink now too. It's a
Run.
real,
Like
it's a
that.
real
Run,
scary
Jose.
They
thing,
didn't
let me
like
tell you.
that.
That's a real problem.
Yeah,
Nama.
you have bright pink, vibrant fur now. All hair is pink, in different shades of it.
That is hilarious that happened to the one character in the party who's all fucking hair.
Yeah.
I look down on my
Um,
paws and I'm.
Your fur changed color.
Does that happen when you cast magic?
Not normally, no.
I don't know. This is the second time I've seen you cast magic.
Ever.
Ever. First time there was a giant
And
rose
you-
bush.
And you turned pink.
Hey, the rose bush was good.
It was good.
Well, we
Yeah.
didn't. Neither of us turned pink after I casted invisibility on us.
Not that we know of. We were invisible.
But
How
I'm
would
not
we know
pink.
if we were pink?
I'm not pink. I'm normal colored for now.
What if we turned pink while we were invisible?
Are your ribs okay?
Are you?
Because the other ribs were
So
squeezing you.
you see me push on my, well, like, go between my plates and then push, and you hear this loud pop, pop, pop. Ooh. Yeah, a little better now.
Okay.
All right, I think we should take a moment to rest. We've been going a long time now.
Can we leave the bone hallway?
Well, the bones are shattered. We know we're safe here, right?
I know they all exploded, so it might actually be.
Say it again.
The bones are shattered, so we're pretty safe here, I think.
Okay. Just no more shatters, please.
Thunder waves only. Gotcha.
That was loud.
Yeah.
It really wasn't that loud.
He's saying
It was louder when my head cracked against the wall because of it.
He's saying as he has blood running down.
Yeah. All right.
So then, should we rest now?
At least a short rest.
And pink.
No, but you're pink.
Why are you pink?
Does the short rest give us any health back?
Sure does.
You can use hit dice.
Use your hit die.
Oh, okay.
I'm still soft.
So let's take a short rest then.
That'd be nice.
And some cool classes get things back on short rests.
I do.
Except for monks.
Monks
Monks get things back, but they're not cool.
Where are you gonna guys try and take a short rest?
Right here.
Right here.
It's right here in the
Right where we
corridor.
are.
This is why I said we should
Or
have
maybe
moved.
we should
Keep moving.
keep moving.
Look, if we get interrupted, we just leave and try the short rest somewhere else.
No.
It's that easy.
No, we leave now.
Or we leave now and go
Do you
into
wanna
another
be
room
sucked
that we
into the
can't
wall
handle
again?
with this low of HP.
Do you want me to turn a different color now?
Yeah, red.
I was red before!
All right. All right. Let's just
Yeah,
carry on down the hall. Let's see what's.
I know.
Okay.
If we're gonna move forward.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys can always turn back.
Yeah, we could.
And we run fast. And we let the Shatter Man do his shatter thing.
There's also
If you insist on leaving, then we will move forward.
and so you start walking forward.
I sure do.
Okay.
As you walk forward, you take a couple winding pathways, and you travel for some time.
Technically,
Yeah.
no matter how long we travel, you could say that.
As you travel, the ceiling gets taller and taller and taller until it opens up into a room that appears to be about 20 feet high. You see murals of dancing people covering the walls, and a small stone stage rises to the west of the room. The lower southwest half of the room is completely flooded, with the remains of tables, chairs, and a bar barely protruding above the water's surface. The murky water fills the room. You're not sure on its depth.
Rasmus has wild magic.
Why would you do this to me? You fucking
I support it. I
monsters.
support it. I support. Hey,
What
Matt,
was it?
Yes.
what do we say?
We love the store and the chat. It is a very important part of engagement for our channel, and I very much appreciate all the support. Also, fuck yourself.
I am legally obligated to state the line prior to what I want to tell you.
Yeah, knew that was coming.
Just because those things are true, it's also true I don't appreciate it.
Also, chat, remember, if it comes from Matt, take your complaints and shove them up your ass because he is HR. So,
Unfortunately.
they're not going to go anywhere.
It's true. HR. Somebody's got to do the hard job of
really
letting
enjoy
everyone
wild
down.
Magic. This is fantastic.
Just know Wild Magic is my favorite thing. I think I'm going to lower its overall cost because I want it to happen more often.
It's not that bad. It's
and
5.
No, it's 6.7.
Oh.
Yeah.
It went up
It
because
used to be 5.
it used to be too. You now have a disadvantage.
Oh, I see what's happening here. I'm goading you on. I'm getting to you.
Yeah, it's 6 point.
You aren't getting to me. I'm getting to you.
Actually, it's 6.8.
I hope you turn
It's
me up.
6.75. Oh right, yeah. So you see that large open room.
Let's get as far away from the water as we can while we rest.
Yeah, this looks like an old dance room.
So the water's not like
Who's got the
It's
highest
like
passive
waist height.
perception?
That guy.
if the
20.
tables are popping up.
20. You notice that the water
Is it moving?
isn't clear. You see that there's almost this weird ethereal, like a weird multicolored film across the entire top.
Oh, burn it.
I don't like the way you say film.
Gasoline or oil.
I tell everyone to step back.
Fireball.
A lot.
A lot.
Okay.
Back into the hallway?
Okay. Back into the hallway.
I throw my torch into the water. And as that torch is in the air, I also run backwards
Oh, wait, what am I doing?
into the hallway.
All right. As you all run back into the hallway, you hear a as the room is engulfed in flame. And it stays that way. Roaring. The entire room is now engulfed with flame. You feel the air around you being pulled in from the enormous burning that's coming from the other room. The very air itself being sucked in.
Oh, firestorm. Sweet.
Think we might have to go back farther?
Yep.
Yep. Further back.
Back.
As you hear the fire crackling and burning,
Can we rest here now?
you know for assurances that
gonna have
everything
to.
in that room is gone. Whether valuables, murals, information, whatever was in that room is completely gone and incinerated.
At least it wasn't us.
We're
Kinda-
doing a lot of
kinda,
the
yeah.
filing of this place.
It's kind of the argument I was working on there is if we were in the middle of that room
The air might
and there was a trap that set that off.
You guys turn and you head back around. You head through the area and you get to that
Well,
fallen room that you guys went back-
Question.
Yes?
That would have taken a long time.
to burn down.
Have we had a little short rest while we were just sitting around waiting for it to die?
We
down?
were just waiting.
Waiting for
I mean, you guys could have waited for it to die down. Yeah, sure.
I mean, why wouldn't we?
How long do you guys wait in that tunnel
gonna
as
be-
the air slowly drifts past you being pulled in?
Hot as shit in there. For
Oh, yeah. It's exceedingly uncomfortable.
Yeah. So probably
I'm ready home.
10, 15, 20, 30 minutes goes by. And as you're waiting, you all attempt to take a short rest. And as you slowly kind of relax and feel yourself slowly drifting and letting the weight of everything take off your chests, you hear the very ground behind you and beside you rumbling again. And you see those same bone-like tails shoot out towards all of you.
Excellent.
But did we rest?
Nope.
How much air is still getting pulled through
A
the tunnel?
lot.
Yeah, that fire's gonna burn for ages. Back we go.
Run. Now.
further back.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're gonna have
you
to dodge
run.
these.
You
bones and
absolutely
go back.
start moving back through that other room. As you pop out, you see the dilapidated structure before you, the room to your left, and where that water was before, you see it just ignited in flame.
Oh, the water where Cora went.
I mean, that was so long ago.
She never came out.
She never came out.
You burnt the kitty.
I don't ask questions anymore because Mike takes control of Cora more than I do.
And as that flame roars, you feel a pressure on your leg as you look down, and Cora's right there. There seems to be a few hairs that are lightly singed, but nothing unreasonable.
At least she's not pink.
True.
She could be.
She kind of blew.
So
Didn't it
let's,
make it easier to keep track of the little fucker?
well, then let's head back to the fountain. We can rest there.
Yep.
Did you find anything, Cora? She can't speak to me, by the way.
She tilts her
We
head.
can kind of communicate.
She tilts and then
I can speak to animals.
nods lightly.
She found something.
Then I will spend 10 minutes to ritual cast Speak with Animals.
Yeah, you guys. Well, you're gonna do that when you guys all get to the thingy, but
Yeah.
you get to the offering dish, and you all take a seat,
The ritual
resting.
doesn't require me to stop moving, by the way.
I was just gonna assume that you need to cast when you all get there. You all get to the large offering bowl. You take seats and kind of rest for a minute. Your spell finally goes off, and you begin communicating with Cora. Well, I thought I did, but it appears that everything turned into fire. What happened?
You had like 15 minutes down there. What do you mean?
Well, there was slads in the way. I had to deal with them.
Oh, I'm so glad we did.
That's
we didn't go in
I'm
the water.
much happier that you dealt with them than us.
Of course. It is my job, after all.
We ran into a room that
Oh, I know.
was trapped.
I saw.
think.
You threw fire at the water.
Yeah.
You almost killed me.
I didn't expect you to be in the water 15 minutes later.
I was busy.
I didn't know.
I found a bunch of things in that room. I don't know what,
What
it
room?
was. The room that was
Was
the
gone?
room, the room that you lit on fire.
You were in that room?
Yes.
So they're connected?
Yes.
Well, yeah, the fire's
That's how
there.
they got fire in both places.
What'd you find?
I found a few chests. I found one that had different pieces of gold. I found one that had, I believe, some form of armor or something in there. I found more slads. I found some parchments. I thought one was a map as well. I tried to grab anything, but once the flames started, I ran.
So what did you get out with?
You owe me a bath. And you will do it yourself this time and not pay someone else.
I wasn't going to pay anyone. I was going to kindly ask Nama, one cat to another, to help a girl out.
Nope. You do it.
What do you think they're talking about?
Yeah. By the way, none of you know what's going on. You just hear him talking normally, and you just hear.
We are definitely arguing, but not
It's
like
arguing.
angrily.
You definitely see Jesus. Cora shift lightly,
He was gonna
and
say
like
Mama.
lean back and almost like give a judgmental look at Aiden.
I know a judgmental look when I see one.
Yeah. Were you able to recover anything from the room?
No, I was not.
Okay.
I was more worried about trying to clear the path and see what was on the other side, and just try to get rid of the slats for you. And then the fire came.
How much did she take from the fire?
I was quick. You're lucky.
So nothing.
Okay.
I saw you throwing it beforehand, and I started swimming. I couldn't have said anything sooner.
I didn't know you were in there.
I don't judge you for that. I judge you for making me swim in oil and water.
I didn't know there was oil until I got in that room.
That's fine. That's why I said you owe me a bath.
You should have known there was oil. You should have smelled it.
Have you showered lately? I couldn't smell anything besides you.
I don't think any of us have showered in a while.
Excuse you. I
That
smell
was a
like
targeted
flowers.
attack to all of you. The only one that smells nice is her. And you definitely see the paw point at you.
I think she's talking about your pink hair.
Maybe.
She's new here. Give her a week.
I have a cloak made of flowers.
If we make it.
If we
I
make
smell
it.
like meadows and sunshine.
I am going to go lay down. And she just walks away and curls. And you all now have an opportunity to take a short rest.
Yep.
Yay.
Okay. And as you slowly lean back and rest, breathing ever so slightly, I need all of you to make DC 18 Wisdom saving throws. After the break, we'll catch you right after a 15-minute break, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for stopping by, hanging out, enjoying the day. DM Green, thank you for terrorizing the team and properly using the
Wasn't
points
very
channel.
nice.
You're contractually obligated to love the store. Scotty, thank you for coming back. Legendary Alex, thank you for being here. Also, Alex, donate your points to the goal so the way they all get disadvantaged. Thank you. Love you. Piss God, thank you for
Alex,
being here.
Donate your points to give us advantage.
See, now that's when I
Wouldn't
love the
hurt.
store. Is when
We'll
it's
catch you after this. Be right
Because
back.
Alex
guys.
is a homie.
Blood for the blood god! I mean, why?
next.
Welcome back, everybody. How you doing?
Okay.
Disadvantage.
It didn't take the
All right.
50% off.
Excuse you.
Just the 500.
It's on death's door anyway.
What are you talking about? What are you
It's
talking
okay.
about?
I just
Like,
heard an echo.
Sasha, cookies
My
are
cat
you.
ears hear all.
it is
Magical
hack. Thank you for the raid, good sir. How's your evening going? We just got back from our little breaky poo, so welcome.
That needs my snacky snack.
They have been unfortunately terrorized 6 ways to Sunday in the Hall of Memories. Oh yeah, and we have a bright pink cat. We have a bright pink cat now.
That's okay.
The other cat is currently covered in oil and slightly singed tail and very upset at its owner. I wonder whoever that could be. Aiden. Sorry, if you hear some light shuffling or crunching in the background, it's our high-performance German vacuum. Its name is Sasha. It has a cone for performance.
Cone of shame.
Cone of shame, Hondago. Gonna scrape everything.
Nothing
off the
makes me
walls.
happier than watching that dog's cone just woof.
Gonna scrape everything off the walls.
She's like, I want to leave. It's funny, that dog got me today. So I got home from work, had a light headache, so I was like, cool, I'm just gonna like take a quick 15-minute nap. Laid on the dog's bed. She doesn't actually lay on it a lot, so I was like, it's fine. Passed out. Next thing I know, I just feel like paw to eyeball, just bam. I'm like, ah. So I have like a line right here on my cheek from the paw, just like, ka-da! I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
And I had to get up and walk her, and I was so upset, but at the same time,
I work at dog groomers. It happens
yeah,
more often than you
dog
think.
paw in eye, not so fun.
Yeah.
They're sharp.
Have you tried not getting in your eye?
She's the one who like stabbed me in the eyeball. I was asleep.
Rewind the story. Why weren't you in your own bed?
Dog beds are surprisingly comfortable.
Honest answer: if I went in there and took a nap, it was gonna go way longer.
Listen, I have
Set
a
an alarm.
life-size dog bed. It's my napping bed.
Well, all dog beds are life size. They're in life.
No, I'm talking life-size.
You're talking about like full, like.
I can.
People-
I
I'm
can.
talking human bed.
I want you to know I
Human size.
have slept on that doggy bed for hours
Well, Mike,
Oh yeah, what is
by
that?
choice.
why?
I don't know. I can sleep anywhere.
Mike, what's the lucky number today?
11.
$13. Their first roll wasn't good.
No.
It feels weird. I didn't want to pick that number.
Is it?
I just had a feeling, you know.
Not the 11. What I rolled.
It was
to be clear.
4.
All right.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
You all find yourselves leaning against the stone, taking a deep breath and trying to rest. I need DC 10
Well, before it was
wisdom
much higher.
save. It was DC 10 wisdom saving throws.
No, I'm fine.
Well,
I gotta-
that's the one before.
Actually, the one before was what, 16?
18.
18.
Oh my!
You maniac!
Oh my!
You're just throwing shit at the wall. You don't know what you're doing, do you? I passed though.
Or maybe you guys went to the right place.
Whatever.
Oh, 19. I passed.
Matt, you have disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
You
passed the
fucker!
18.
I got 5.
I still passed.
I got 5.
You failed.
Yes.
You do not get a short rest, as unfortunately you are plagued with memories of a battle long since gone. You find yourselves in ancient armor that encompasses your form. You feel hit after hit. You're wrestling and rumbling. Nix even reaches over to like say, "Hey, are you okay?" And as he touches you, you swing out your axe, almost cutting into his chest.
Zip,
What?
are you okay?
No. Keep on having other
But the
people's
rest of
memories.
us do get a rest.
It's okay.
No. Okay.
It's okay.
Just say it, Mike. Just say it.
No, you all get a rest beside. Well, who passed?
Everybody else did.
Everybody passed. Yeah. Yeah, you all get a short rest then.
Yeah. It's okay. I think they call this the place of memories, and I'm just remembering other things,
Remember.
not my own.
Remember.
Yeah, I've been trying to meditate.
Center-
I've been
center
trying to
yourself.
meditate. It's not helping that much right now, though. I think I'm just too tired.
Do you roll them individually?
No, it's automated. Right?
What?
What?
No, never mind.
What the
No.
hit die? No, you pick as many as you're going to use and you roll them, and that's your short rest.
So you have to pick them prior
and then roll
to.
them. Yes, you have to pick how many you're going to use. There's never any reason not to use all of them because they're basically not used for anything else.
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
So that's plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That was
so
interesting.
Yeah, it's
Eight.
your current level.
That's what I'm hearing right now. Screaming in my head from other people.
You just rolled 80.
Reliving battles is good.
88?
Hell,
Hey, it didn't
I'm
work.
learning,
that's how you
but
learn.
I'm tired.
All right, so how are you
Hang on.
feeling though? Like on a scale of 1 to your max amount of health.
47.
I'm
It's
at-
47 plus.
I'm at 10%.
Ooh.
Now.
So what is your scale, by the way? From 1 to
99?
1 to 99,
It's pretty close.
and you're at a
A 10%er.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and help you out, buddy.
Thank you.
You're gonna try to cast Cure Wounds on him?
You have a wild magic right now in your next spell, so maybe wait.
No. I'd rather do it now.
Okay.
Hang on. Wait, no, you're.
As you go to reach out
Wrong
and
way.
touch him to cast your spell, the spell goes off.
As it would.
It's half as effective as it normally is.
You're a real son of a bitch.
That is generally most people's response to me, even at work. Honestly,
I almost got there.
You don't have to be that way. Just saying.
I choose to
Oh,
be
magical
this way.
hack redeemed heal 1 player.
Whoa!
Which player?
Which player?
I don't
This
need it.
lovely dwarf.
Dwarf Kinder. Half and half.
Magical hack says heal Zeph more.
Okay,
That's a good
he
call.
gets 10 additional HP on top of this. This is not the song I wanted.
It's so loud.
Friend, I spend a 3rd level spell slot to give you 32.
And then
So
plus 10 from magical.
Where's the red city?
So
I press
42.
the symbol of paladin to your chest, and I just kind of start mumbling into your ear, and you feel kind of like if I like pressed a battery to you, that buzz,
There it is.
like that electric kind of numbness,
Sorry about that, guys. The wrong song was playing.
and then your muscles are less tense, and your bruises and scars, or not scars, but bruises and wounds close and reduce. You're feeling better.
thank you,
You want it.
Rasmus.
Huh?
D100.
Thank you,
Ah,
Rasmus.
son
Roll
of a
it.
bitch, you're gonna make me do it?
D100.
Alright, I'm gonna
I
borrow
know,
your
Do
a
it.
lot, actually.
Do
Oh,
it.
I had a help. Healing potion. Half
Thank you,
that.
Magical Hack. We appreciate you. DM Green, you have been redeemed. Let us
That's
see
not
what the
a 10.
consequences of this man's actions are.
While he's doing that,
Yes, it is. It just looks weird.
Zip.
It's just a weird shape.
take a deep
It's
breath.
extended.
Center yourself.
Ugh.
Okay.
31.
I'll let him finish.
31. Do I turn into a potted plant
Oh
again?
no.
Zip
Do
has
it.
disadvantage.
Do it.
That's
Turn me
just-
into a potted plant again. It'll be like the 3rd time that's happened with wild magic to me.
No.
So,
Done it
so
before.
every time.
I threw one once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And every
It
time.
worked.
every
Roll
time,
me another D100.
Oh, God.
Oh.
We're on to subtables. What?
Shall I
Oh, no.
decide your fate?
No. I know.
Apparently I have disadvantage. on
I am the arbiter of my own suffering.
72.
22.
7-2.
I will try to center myself.
I explode as a comet hits me.
Matt, how old are you?
For fuck's sake. Me? Actually, me?
No, your character.
Oh, my character?
How old is Rasmus?
I
don't know,
don't
actually.
remember exactly how old he is. I think I put him around my own age, so he should be around 31-ish.
As you feel your hand touching Ziff, you feel your body slumping and leaning forward. You feel your hair growing longer.
Fuck
you feel your
off.
beard growing even longer. You all watch as he just crumples in on himself and he starts getting older and older and older until he's just this curled up, decrepit looking old man.
Wait, did I just age myself 71 years?
Yeah.
I'm dead.
You are,
No, a human man doesn't live to be 100.
if you were not touched by Paladine, you might be
102.
dead.
Oh, well, that's the end of my adventure. Wild magic is stupid.
As of right now, you're just
No, literally, I can't speak and I collapse. Because this armor is 100 pounds.
And as you fall to the ground,
old.
you feel the pain as it hits, and you're like, ah! And
You hear a lot of bones crack.
you do.
Because I'm a fragile old man. I'm over 100 years old.
And then
And I pass out because there's nothing else to do.
you're unconscious.
Yeah,
Just
of course.
Truly gone. And then you all watch as just everything fades
What the hell
like dust.
happened?
And he's back to his regular age again.
What?
Ow.
You aged a D100 until the next time you would take damage.
For fuck's sake.
You took 6 bludgeoning as the ground hurt you.
Yeah, of course.
And armor crushed him.
And I'm like 105 years old, just breathing would hurt. Jesus Christ.
For a human?
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't like this place.
I
What the hell was that?
person, I'm gonna turn
You just aged and then you came back.
I just finished popping all those bones back in.
Thank you.
You still feel old, by the way. Like, you're just sore.
I think I've
That's me
decided
daily.
magic is banned in here.
magic.
I can't cast any anyway. Thank you
I'm-
for healing me.
All right.
Now
No
it's-
more
Sorry
magic
you turned
in this
old. That was
place.
ridiculous.
All right.
Nobody dispel the pinkness on Nama.
Nobody dispel it?
No.
I
Nama could
immediately
do it herself. She has
I used my action to
prestidigitation.
vomit.
You succeed.
All right. Zeph,
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna.
center yourself.
I'm gonna
Focus.
meditate.
Oh.
Focus on my palm. I'm gonna put. Nix puts his palm on the center of Ziff's chest.
Are they sweaty?
Knees
No.
weak, arms heavy.
That's
My knees were not weak,
Rasmus
and I didn't have.
vomited on his armor already.
Correct.
This was perfect. The perfect.
Wait, so
thing.
can wild magic be affected by the critical redeem? The critical? You mean like the money value?
That's a DNA.
Do you know what?
The what?
I'll say yes. If you do,
Wait.
you can do enhanced wild magic.
What's enhanced wild magic?
That's even crazier than what we're dealing
No,
with
no,
right
no,
now.
no, no, no. Listen.
Listen.
Rule-
I don't need the next
I'm
spell
gonna
cast to
rules
make me
lawyer
poop
this
my
nonsense
pants.
because I hate wild magic.
So what enhanced wild magic does, it's not that you get to choose or anything. You get to have the wild magic trigger at your choice whenever you want. They still have to roll. But let's say he's just standing up. He could age 100 years again. Chaos.
I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, I see. Not when magic is cast.
Welcome.
That's
Keith
not really
Ledger.
how wild magic
Thank you for
works.
joining.
But
Oh. Woohoo!
Geek.
Geek Ledger.
Geek Ledger. Thank
Do
you
you-
for joining.
Yes.
Do you just hate me?
No, I just am an embodiment of chaos and prefer it over natural order. Of
So
things.
you do hate me.
No, you like DM Green or a creature of order, and I am a creature of chaos. While we must coexist, it is still fun when we
Me too.
irk each other's just overall sensibilities in life.
I'm just here.
Ooh, that's a good one. I got it.
Anyway, back to being Rasmus. I've decided I want to die in combat.
Okay.
You
I draw
okay?
my bow.
I unsheathe my
Oh. I thought you were asking.
Not now.
I am going
I'm
to.
a people pleaser.
Oh, wait. I can just heal you with the healer's kit.
Actually, yeah. Might as
Yeah.
well do that. That
Might as
take-
well do that.
That
Then
takes
use
no magic.
no magic, and I don't have to use a key. I'm going to heal you for a grand total of a number that I can remember sometimes.
Oh, that was awful.
1d4
Getting old is
or
a
1d6.
nightmare.
Agreed.
This is a square one.
Roll good, bitch. That's good.
Yeah.
I heal you for 9.
Thank you.
You're all slowly breathing. Rasmus, you have wild magic on you again.
Oh my fucking god. Who's doing this to me?
Wait a minute! You can't.
I was gonna say the DM can't do that.
I'm not the DM. I'm God. There's a difference.
Oh, fuck off. You can't just do that
I
to
can't.
me.
But I like the face of not a fucking again.
I don't like it.
We just made eye contact across the table.
Oh, grants a player a critical. Rasmus. Oh, you get a critical.
Well, I'll take it. That's handy for sure. Thank you.
Unless it's against yourself.
Who gave that to me?
Magical hack gave you.
You know, it's like Magical Hack and DM Green are fighting
You're a good person.
because I have disadvantage on my next roll.
Magical Hack is a good person. DM Green is
Chaos.
Also a good
questionable.
person.
Feel free to make that enemy at your own choice.
I'm
So-
not making an enemy. That is a clear. He
What
will
do you-
understand that statement. Some days he wants blood. Some days he wants success out of us.
So did everybody have the same dream?
Well, I was in a battle a long time ago. Everybody was wearing a lot of armor. And it was chaotic with a lot of fighting. So this either the people that lived in
I'm
the
gonna go over to
city-
that fountain and I'm gonna wash my face.
There's no water in it.
There's no water.
I have
Yeah.
water.
Well then,
There's a drop
Water
of Ziff's or
Yeah, there's blood in it.
Mix's
I have
blood
water
in it.
skin.
oh yeah. All right, so
Yeah.
I will wash myself with the water over the fountain. Then.
Yeah, absolutely. And you all just kind of relax for a little bit, and when you guys begin moving forward,
Should we try the other passageway then?
Yes.
Because I still do not really particularly kind of not at all want to deal with the Dragonella side. Objections?
No, we gotta carry on forward.
So yes,
Down
I
the
guess
same
we're
path?
going right. No, we're going right.
Yeah, might as well go the other way. I bet that fire's still burning.
Okay.
If we go up to that other tunnel, is there still air getting drawn in? Like,
sure.
So it's still on
Yeah.
fire.
is air still getting drawn in from the other tunnel, where we came from?
You still feel it being pulled, not as fast, but it still is.
Still
So
burning.
it's still burning? Okay. Yeah,
Or
we
is
can
it part of the enhanced critical one?
What are you talking about? Oh, I see what you did. For tonight, we'll allow that because it's already been discussed. Going forward, I'm going to add it to our donation sheet for like $20, where for $20 you can do an enhanced wild magic, which it just happens when the person who paid for it chooses.
20 might be a lot.
Nut.
Do 10?
Nut.
What's our enhanced critical?
I'm going to do 10.
Enhanced critical's 25.
We'll do 10 because it's not a big spend, but it's enough that it's fun, and it's not like it's going to outright kill anybody. Short of Matt, because he's an unlucky son of a bitch.
Yeah, I think 10's a little more reasonable.
Keep it up. I'll make it 5.
I love the story.
Isn't Bane at
I
5?
appreciate the
I'll make it
participation it
350.
encourages.
Isn't Bane 5?
I'll make it tree fitting.
I'm asking a
$3.50.
question. I'm not arguing.
I don't know. I'm just being an asshole. Bane is enhanced heal is 5. Saving throw is 10. Bane is 25.
Oh.
Okay.
But Bane can be used an unlimited amount of times.
Yeah, well.
That's a lot.
It's cruel. Cruel.
There's only a couple of things that can't
Just
be used.
Cruel.
Let's be on our guard as we go down. We know of the bones, and let's not try and set anything else on fire.
Yeah.
As
At
you
least
move
for right
forward,
now.
you go the other direction.
Oh, I'm absolutely setting things on fire if they're traps.
You walk through the door, or not the door, but the hallway, and it winds to the right this time. And as it curves through, you realize it pops out just above the broken and decrepit structure of where the golem was.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is higher
You still
up.
see the flame lighting to the left.
Is there a way to continue forward, or like?
At this moment, you've explored all ways you think there is. At this moment, you have to wait for the flame to die down.
Okay.
Anybody have control flame?
I
Definitely don't.
can only
You can go through it.
I can go through it.
Flame doesn't touch him like the rest of us.
It still can hurt.
Yeah.
Magical hack with 26 months in a row. Let's fucking go.
Scotty hit the number.
Really? Already?
He hit the number.
Okay, well, the question is, does he want to give someone an inspiration, or does he want to do enhanced magical wild magic?
Might have to have a long rest, but I can get control flame. I don't have all my spells prepared though. How'd that happen?
Because you didn't. I don't think you. You didn't prepare them the last one.
You were using this. I assume you were using my character sheet when you were playing last weekend, yeah?
Yes, it was. You should be missing spells. The spells that you were missing are all correct.
He suffered death. He suffers magic. I don't cast
All right.
magic.
Well, since I should
Wait,
have.
did they try to redeem it on you?
I can't. I don't do magic.
That means it's a critical. It's enhanced. It affects you. So the next time an instance that this might work, you're going to suffer a wild magic. You get to watch someone else suffer.
Oh yeah, fair.
I don't-
Since
Do magic.
You have magic
Technically-
items.
since I don't have a
Technically,
full
you
spell
do.
list. Since I don't have a full spell list for some reason,
Monks are magical.
I didn't notice until now.
Uh-huh.
Can I have control?
Okay,
flame
Charlie.
prepared?
Thanks, Charlie. I appreciate you, Charlie.
Damn.
I love the point store and the tip store as it engages the chat, but also
Go fuck yourself.
go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, I'm not the only one.
With
All right.
love. Love you too, Charlie. Thanks for coming in.
What's up, Char Char?
All right, so during the long rest, I was also kind of kneeling
It was
and praying. Or short rest, sorry, yeah, right. You got me. I think I have a spell that will help us. So, let me see. If it even will.
Fucking Mike.
I get that wrong.
All right, next one.
Okay,
So I guess we gotta go
we
back.
gotta go back. There's no choice. That's it.
Oh, by the way, did I answer your question? I said sure, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You did, but I am dyslexic. It is continual flame I have, not control.
I can.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys kind of just
You can
sit
keep
here
something on
and
fire.
sit down for a little bit, and you spend the next about an hour watching it peter out. You get a short rest.
Yay! Which means I can also use healer skin on you again.
Now I'm gonna go
And the
myself.
flame, it's about an hour before it slowly peters out, and you all have the opportunity to move forward once again. A lot of the water is dried up. You're able to move forward into that next room, and it is just charred rubble.
And humid.
It is
Humid.
musky. It is damp under your feet from what remains, but it's also warm and like it feels like the very air sticks to you.
Well, there's nothing of use in here. I continue through the room.
Yes, you do.
Forward. Always
Is
forward.
there anything of use in the room, or is it all burnt to shit?
All burnt to shit.
Okay.
Even the
You didn't hear me? I just said there's nothing of use in this room.
You move forward.
I'm a kinder. I have to look anyway. Didn't find anything. Bernie.
I pick up a piece of coal.
Some dramatic stuff going on.
Draw it on my forehead real quick.
As you touch the wall, you see the crumbled chairs lying atop, toppled in the room in the back corner on where that little wall was. You see that it's charred, burnt, and dilapidated. This is, dude. I need to download this. There it is. Jesus. I'll learn to do my job eventually. I swear.
He's a professional, everybody.
You see on the north, you see a bunch of a stone slab that features a relief depicting a dragon bowing respectfully over a large dragon corpse. A dragon's skull is mounted on the east wall.
I go and bow before it.
A giant slab moves out of the way.
Oh,
That was good.
well done.
I
Well
say
done.
thank you, and
I guess
who
we're
wants
moving
to go
forward.
first? Then the secret doorway.
All right. You've convinced me.
And as you walk in, you see a large room. It's not as destroyed or dilapidated as the other ones. You see a bunch of carvings. You see that stone statue standing nearby. You see a skull, a draconic skull mounted above another door. And as you all enter the room, that dragon skull illuminates, green flames blazing in its eyes. You have built your degenerate throne in our graves and used our ancestors to fuel your ambition. But your gods abandoned you, and we struck you down. And now you return. And so do we. You recognize this is an ancient brass dragon head. Ethereal flame blazing across the entire figure.
No, I don't think so. They won't be returning.
They're not supposed to?
No, we're going to stop them.
We're gonna prevent them from coming back.
The 5 of us.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, we can help.
Just to, you know it's a brass dragon, to be clear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh. Maybe Ness knows it.
Maybe Ness does know it.
Good dragons, bad dragons, they won't be ascending again.
We already flipped the coin, so we can't bring Ness here. She's
By the way, all
She's fighting out there, actually.
speaks again. We will return, for we are destined to do so. When your gods left, they allowed us to return. And it is you all who took it from us. Grasp for power. You are the ones who reached into godhood and were punished, not us.
Ziv kind of says a lot. I don't want to be a god.
Humans, humanity, you are all evil.
It's a good thing I'm not a human then. Dragon says nothing about that. Huh?
Got nothing to say.
I don't know how to engage with this. It's clearly delusional.
Do you think if we bow like the last one?
And how am I delusional, child?
Yeah, listens at least.
Humans aren't good or evil, they have the capacity for choice, which is why we're different.
Dragons have the same choice?
No. It's bred into their nature most. They are born aligned to one or the other. Platinum or not. Right.
And yet, between you and us, who was stricken by the creators? Who caused this very planet, this very earth that we stand on, to die in ruin? The Blood Sea was of your creation, not ours.
It's true. We can't overreach.
You did more than overreach. You succeeded. You took from us as none have before.
So what makes you think it'll work this time?
What do you mean?
If we can go that far.
And we will stop you.
We're
Getting off topic.
We do not want you to corrupt and destroy this world as you have before.
No, we're trying to save it.
We're trying to prevent it.
Are you here to help Takesis? Because we're here to stop it.
That whelp is nothing but a betrayer.
Right.
We're fighting against the Red Dragon.
Why are you here?
To prevent it. To prevent all of this stuff.
What?
To recover the flames of creation and stop Takesis from rising.
They have the flames of creation.
A dark servant does, who likely has little in common with Takesis, but may have aligned with her out of convenience.
His name's Lord Soth.
I will say this. I cannot help you. I am but a remnant. A failed protector. But know that you, humanity, reached too far. They pulled the very essence
They
from
did.
our bones, from our children. There's a reason we hate you. And it is from those that came before. Speak who lies beyond. They will know more. And it fades. And then you see the door in front of you just and open.
Okay.
I'll take the lead.
I'm gonna bow to the skull before following.
Same.
Yeah. Ziv takes a little bow too. It's like, thank you. That false Rasmus.
He just wants.
Inside, you see through the door, large door,
Yeah.
you see a luxurious chamber. You see lamps, chains, well maintained, and you see a figure walking in and turns towards the door. And the figure turns. You see a bleached skull as a voice speaks through. Oh, welcome. Let's get to the assessments then. And there's a blue gem that shines in her hand. It shatters. Come. And at that, the gem that had shattered swivels and forms an air elemental to the right.
Assessment.
So this is like a skeleton?
You see a heavily red-robed figure with a bleached white skull.
What are you?
I am simply a wizard of Anyari.
Not simple.
I am a mage of high sorcery. I
Wait,
shouldn't
that's-
be simple.
Wait.
I am a former grand mage. But you are here for the assessment, yes?
And long dead?
No, I am not dead. Ah.
Undead?
Shifts the hood back, and you see skin underneath what appears to be a mask. And pulls the hood back forward.
You keep mentioning assessment. What is this assessment?
Well, the assessment is. Snaps her fingers. The air elemental moves forward, and as it does, it shifts into 2, and then 3. And then a flame elemental erupts behind you. Well, I'm sure you can figure this out. Attack. And they all rush you.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we?
Battle stance.
Yeah.
Formation.
Into it.
I'll take care of the flame.
We roll an initiative here for boss?
Nope. Each of you are going to
it's
get a
moment.
single action. And then they will all get a single action. The person with the highest dexterity, which will be Nyx, will go first. What do you do?
I have a 20.
Yeah, I have a 22.
I think he has a higher initiative score is all, I think.
I have a +9.
Yeah, it's him.
Oh, you go first then. My apologies.
I'm really quick.
Yeah, that's oh, you took a alert?
Something to do with
Yes,
this
that's
stuff.
part of it.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
But also, Ranger.
Ranger. I'm gonna go last. My initiative is a 0.
+2.
Oh, neat.
But I get advantage.
I actually get a +2 for my sword. But
What do you do?
I get advantage. On it if we roll.
What do I do, or what
Can
does...
elementals be charmed?
No.
No.
Now attacking
I
with
wouldn't
magic.
assume they could be.
I don't do magic. I do fists.
I don't have a lot to do.
I'll take care of that. Does he want to use it now?
I shoot arrows.
I don't know.
Well, so what Scotty says, now I attack with magic on Nyx.
Now
Okay.
attack with magic on this.
All right, so yeah, do your turn.
yeah, do your thing, bud.
I don't.
You can always hold your action.
I don't know.
You can shoot something.
How big is the room?
Currently in the hallway you guys are in, it's a 10 by 10 hallway. The room on the other side is a little bit more open.
So we're in the hallway,
Yeah.
and there's.
Like an entry.
Yeah, it's basically a 10-foot hallway between the rooms. The skull was here, the door open, and the door opened here. You guys had the conversation while you're in here. She sent the air elementals here and the flame elemental here. You guys are stuck in a small square.
So there's a singular flame elemental behind us, and all
And-
the air elementals are in front of us.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna cast fog cloud on top of us.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll, as soon as I see them rushing us, and I see that we're in this really tight, packed area and have very little room to go, I'll kind of center it more to. It's probably just gonna fill all of this shit up anyways. 'Cause
No matter where you put it, this whole room is filled.
Yeah. So, it's 20-foot sphere, centered on a point, if that matters. We are considered heavily obscured, and it can only be. It either lasts the duration, I drop concentration, or it can be moved out with something like a gust of wind
Okay.
spell.
So-
Not a gust of wind, a gust of wind spell.
Oh.
Okay. So wind spell. Look, magic, Scotty. Hit him.
All right, next up.
Could have been glitter.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Nyx, you're up.
I'm gonna teleport. It's like, I'll engage the flame elemental, and then I'm gonna fucking rush it.
You rush him, and as you're rushing, you feel the very essence of your gauntlets like compounding into yourself as you get ready to ignite them. And as you do a jumping spin kick, and you expect your legs to ignite like they normally do. Only to you see a spark on your leg is apparently something in the magic. Roll me a d100.
My magical items go bye-bye. That's fine. I got a backup. 45.
Maybe cast water instead.
That would be cool.
That was the flame
It changed the element.
No.
You're mid-spin, and you feel your legs finally igniting as you kind of like sigh a feeling of relief as you're about to make contact. And then your entire world is dark and gone. You just see yourself floating in a void endlessly.
I turned into a fucking plant, didn't
There's
I?
no air, there's nothing. You're just confused. All of you just hear, bink, and you see this potted plant just
Fucking
onto the side.
Oh no, not again.
Fucking Hugo haunts me.
You are a sunflower, by the way.
Oh, my
I don't want to be a sunflower. I want to be a Venus flytrap so I can munch very slowly.
No, you're a sunflower because you were on fire.
No.
No.
I'm a Venus flytrap and I go. meow.
Slowly enclosing.
Sweet.
Well, that
So
I guess
is
I
there
can
like, it's like, can anybody go now? Like,
His
you
turn
each
now
go-
ends.
Okay.
He's a plant.
Okay.
He can do nothing but contemplate his own life. Who's the next? What's your dexterity?
I think it would be Ziff.
It'll be Ziff, you, and then
You didn't use all
the cleric.
hit die?
I'm okay.
So, Ziff.
So, can we see in this fog?
It's heavily
Yeah.
obscured.
Heavily obscured.
Um,
But I hear the plant.
You hear... You hear weird things falling. You can't see it.
Okay.
I'm a plant.
Yep.
You couldn't have rolled any better. Greater health potion. Ziff.
Roll your greater health potion. 4d8 or 4d4 plus 4.
Well, no, he doesn't get to use it immediately. He just gets a greater
I
health
get one.
potion.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
you get
receives
one.
Extra one in the inventory.
Heal is the one that
Thank
heals
you.
immediately.
Thank you.
Due to a shipping error.
So
Due to a shipping error, you
I don't
destroyed
know. I don't know. Nyx has turned into a.
Nope,
platoon.
no one does.
Okay. If I did, it's like I've seen this before. Pick it up and throw it in the narrow.
me. You have to throw it.
But instead, can I see the air elementals?
Fuck, they're hard to see.
No.
No, because they're obscured by this.
Yep.
I see the flame behind me.
You see a bright light behind you.
Bright light.
Yep.
Actually, how far away was the mage?
I think we're just attacking now.
20 feet or so.
Okay.
No, it was closer to 40 feet. My bad.
40? I'm just gonna head towards the mage.
Yep. You rush
See, 'cause
forward.
I can't see
and
anything.
you jump out of the fog. And as you
And I'm
do,
not gonna attack though.
you see the 4 elementals
Yeah.
in front of you. The air elementals. You're gonna have to run past them to get to her.
Oh, okay. So now that I see the air elementals, I'm just gonna strike at one of them. See if I can distract it, bother it, whatever. But I don't know what a weapon can do against air. Not
You'd be
much.
surprised.
A magical one works just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I do. Okay, yeah. And then as I'm running through, I do bonus action. I say fire and light the axe.
Mhm.
So.
Attack.
And I attack, but I think I have disadvantage on this one because of the chat. So we'll see if I hit anything. Oh, does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Cool. So I hit the air elemental with 21 slashing and 7 fire damage.
Nice.
Nice. Next up, you can swing again, by the way.
We'll try hitting again.
An extra attack counts as one attack.
Yep. This one's not gonna 11.
Nope. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Nama.
So I didn't think anybody, got directly in front of me, and last time...
As of right now, you're side by side. You're technically in the front.
Okay, cool. I'm going to
I am about to
cast Dragon's Breath on myself.
Ooh.
And, because it's a
Cone.
15-foot cone, and it will be lightning damage.
Ooh.
Yeah. You cast it. How much damage you do?
Oh, right. I guess I should have probably done that before.
Ziff will get hit by that.
4d6.
I'm okay. Light me on fire
May
with
I borrow
lightning.
No,
one
you
more
hit-
d6?
Yeah, I got you. You need one more?
Just one. Let's see here. 6, 11, 15, 19.
19 damage.
Our minds work so differently on that math.
The one in front of Ziff disappears, vanishes into steam. The other 3 just as lightning courses through their body.
10, 9.
Oh.
That's how my brain works.
Oh, for the maths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, sorry, what?
She did 6 and
You
5 for
eviscerate
11.
one of them, and the other everything else is still
I
around.
did 6 and 4
Oh,
for
okay.
10, and then I did 9.
Erasmus.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna move towards Mage Lady.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I'm out of the fog and I can see the air elementals.
She is currently just standing, just hands crossed.
And
Observing.
how far away from me is she?
You will have to move through the air elementals. If you move from where you are, it's about 40 feet.
Okay. Never mind. I will go for one of the other air elementals.
Mm-hmm.
We'll draw the Zephyr sword and my shield and attack it.
I believe
Roll to hit.
that the chat store criticals are next attack, correct?
Oh, do they have to be?
Or,
Or
are
do
they
I get to
chosen?
elect when they use them?
No, you have to use them in your next attack.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why that one's not as good.
Well,
Still nice, but
It's
I should probably do something more effective than my sword in that case, huh?
Do the roar.
Shatter again. My ears are bleeding.
do you have a ranged spell
Do
attack?
shatter.
Sort
Do
of.
shatter. So my potted flying.
Shatter. Yeah,
Shatter.
it's
That
once
you
take
could then target
next
her
damage.
with if you needed to?
Yeah, I could probably hit her with a Toll the Dead.
Or
I don't really
shatter.
have
She's
much
not hurt.
targeted
Or
stuff.
shatter.
She's not hurt though. so
Shatter
it'd be a D8,
isn't
right?
targeted though, so it doesn't critical.
You want a targeted spell for crits.
Yeah.
Or hit everything.
Yeah, you can't do targeted AoE. Be nice if you could. That'd be awesome.
I don't
can
really
with,
have anything else.
Conjuration.
Funny enough.
Targeted. Critical.
Ah, screw it.
lightning.
I'm just gonna hit the thing with the sword. It's fine. I will go to the next air elemental. I'll swing my sword with a critical hit.
Roll for damage.
We're doing just roll damage twice, right? That's what we're doing for criticals around there, around these parts.
Here. It doesn't matter. As you crit, it just eviscerates into the air.
Neato. Would have been a
Cool.
12 whole damage.
You have an extra attack.
Hmm?
You have another attack, don't you?
No, I'm just a lowly little cleric.
I thought you got that at. You never get extra attack?
Not for
War mage or war
Oh,
cleric
yeah,
war
I'd
cleric
say
does,
not
that's
for
what it is.
Tempest.
does. And it's
War
not.
cleric, war
They don't even
cleric.
get extra attack. They get a attack on a bonus action. Yeah.
Interesting. Keep going. Back to the top.
Yeah.
It's 8.
Yeah. Cora didn't do anything.
Oh, you can have her do something now. Huh?
Little bastard. Fucking slacking last turn. Yeah, Cora will probably run. Nyx can take the fire elemental by himself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
you can.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Once he's not.
Yep.
Once he's not a pot.
Yep.
You don't know he's blind.
I don't know he's a bot either.
No.
Nyx can handle it.
I'm.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna continue on into the room with all the air elementals.
Yep.
Cora's gonna take a run for
The third one.
the mage,
Oh.
Yeah.
and I will shoot at an air elemental that looks like it might be in the way of her path.
Yeah. Make you shoot at your air elementals.
With the that's cocked. Would have been a nice roll, but with the first attack it's 20.
Noise.
The second attack's a 19.
Yeah. You just 2 shots. Air elemental's gone. Cora races through, and as Cora gets closer and closer to that mage, as it's about to get into range to attack, the very ground underneath her lights with different sigils and markings, and a bright light fills the room. Cora's gone. The mage is still standing there.
Probably the spell
Bullshit.
sigil.
Core's gone.
She's a bullshit mage.
Probably the spell.
I plant
Can't
things.
dispel her.
Photosynthesis.
It's now your turn.
Cora's
and
not a spell.
at this point, you wondering what it's like to breathe. You have a thought of that you don't know what breathing is. It's hard to breathe. There's only darkness. You almost feel the air around you in the most interesting of ways. You feel hungry as there's no light around you. End your turn.
Photosynthesis.
Yeah.
So I see what happens with Cora.
Yep.
Okay, so instead of kind of going towards the mage, I go the opposite direction to where the fire elemental
There's
is.
still one air elemental left.
How dare you?
We already dispatched 3.
There's
Yeah,
one
you
more.
said-
There's 4.
You said there was 3.
You said there was
3.
3 and then 1 fire.
There's 4 and 1.
Okay. So
Okay.
I'm like,
instead,
Well, that's neat. That must
yep,
be new.
I see what happens with
These new
Cora.
2024
I'm like,
rules.
okay.
They're a little 3.5e for me.
I can do a divine strike when I use a weapon on once on per turn, so I can just add a D8 to.
That's actually really neat.
Side bonus action, rage.
Mhm.
And then I'll reckless attack.
Yeah,
The
you just rolled the
air
hit.
elemental. First one, 16 hits.
Yes.
And then second one, a natural 20.
You kill it. And with that,
Whoop.
enough. Forgive the rough welcome, but it was necessary to appraise your abilities. I would like to speak. And she steps forward and waves her hand. And as she does, the fog moves. And as she opens her hand, her robe opens up, and Cora walks right out. The flame elemental dissipates.
And do we see Zo or
Nope.
Nyx in a pot?
You don't see Nyx. You didn't see him get turned into a pint. You have no idea where the fuck Nyx is.
I turn around.
Yeah, I asked
not
her.
there.
It's like, where's our companion?
Oh. And she reaches her hand out and a mage hand forms. Flies over and picks up the potted plant and brings it back over to her.
Oh.
It appears that his magic items malfunctioned of some kind.
If you throw him against the wall real quick, he'll take a little damage, but he'll come back. I've seen this before.
She lightly just starts rubbing the sunflower leaves. Come inside.
Okay.
I mean no harm. I'm sorry that the welcome was so rough.
Nyx is a plant?
He's never looked so good.
You hear none of this. Do you all trust me to come
It's a
inside?
good thing I have this scroll of protection from plants.
No, we sold that.
No, I still have it. She didn't want it.
Yeah.
I
Why
trust
we
you.
didn't want it?
Lead the way.
Why would anyone want
Yeah.
a protection?
I am
Yeah.
Demelin. I am Archmage of High Sorcery here of the Red. Come inside, please.
Oh, a red.
So she walks
What's your
in.
name again? Devlin?
Demelin.
Demelin.
They raise their hand and waves. All the chairs readjust and the table out of the ground. She puts the potted plant in a chair and plucks a single sunflower petal from it, and Nyx is sitting in the chair. No one's fighting anymore. Everyone's has been sat at the table. That red-robed individual is just to your left, standing there.
Good
Where
job.
the fuck is the fire elemental? Where the
You won.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Took a little blow to the head.
We dispatched you all.
I can't help it. I just bust out laughing at you.
Did he get hit in the head again?
No, so you remember what happened to Hugo a while ago when he turned into a plant? And then
Yeah, you threw him?
Yeah, you got turned into a sunflower.
How the
But
fuck did I get turned into a sunflower? I don't do magic.
But your gauntlets do, my dear.
I think they malfunctioned.
This place is
Odd.
Ass.
no,
Fuck this place.
no.
Fuck its magic.
Prior to its destruction, this place used the power of dragons.
Great. How can you help us? Are you going to help us? Do you know why we're here?
Why was I?
I can make assumptions.
It's okay. You're back.
I have learned of the hubris of the people of this city. It is why I am still here. Onyari is my tomb, and we both must stay buried. We must not be risen.
Can you help us find Soth and the flames?
I don't know who Soth is or the flame. You are not the first visitors to my fallen city. The world has forgot us, but has been flocking here as of late. To the paradise that was Istar. I fear that although my home has suddenly been remembered, its lessons have not, and those who seek power come to claim much. I wish to evict all those that are in the city of lost names and ensure that this city never flies again.
If it makes you feel any better, we're not here for power, nor do we want to be here at all.
It is why I allowed you to pass. It is why I made sure that while you were tested by the dragon's souls, I found the metal that dwelled beneath. I found out who you are. I am sorry for plaguing your dreams and finding out who you are, but it was necessary, for I did not want to pick a side that was unjust. I will not let the hubris of my past destroy the future that has been changed.
Excellent. Then you're an ally.
As much as I am allowed to be.
For whatever that means.
I cannot, interact. I have made a bond. I cannot fight them.
Everyone we come across has taken this vow of non-violence against other dragons. Dragons took it.
I don't think
Some
it's...
random idiot mage has taken it. Did they ever think that the dragons would ever be a problem again? Why would you take such a vow?
I think it's...
Because of what I have done before, boy.
Yeah. I think Ness was in
What
the
I
same
have done.
bucket or boat.
I have done horrendous things.
Yeah. Of course.
No,
You're a mage. And a
no.
guardian of some place.
I have done much worse than that. I have severed the bonds between humanity and the gods themselves. My punishment was to never interfere again for my hubris. Now, will I guide you and help you as much as I can? Absolutely. But I cannot take a direct hand ever again. That is both my penance
Throwing up some flags here.
and curse.
How is she just like burning divine magic? Is she a god? Because pretty much only gods could do something like that.
There is traces. When you look at her, you feel a sense that there's divinity in the shackles around her.
What do you mean you cut off humanity from the divine? The gods withdrew.
And who caused them to withdraw? Who ignored their warnings? Who helped the king priests do what they did? Who took the bones of dragons and manipulated them? Who waited until the birth of a baby dragon to steal it from its womb? To find its magical, unbound essence?
Mages.
I
No.
did.
Humans.
Well,
Mages.
I am not a human. And she pulls her hood down and removes her skull mask. And you see long, pointed ears, gray hair, and pale skin, very sunken face, everything. Those who sought more than they should.
Did you cause the Blood Sea?
Me and this entire city. And she puts the mask back on and pulls it up. I don't know who is here or why. I can tell you how they're moving, where they're moving. I can tell you the patrols of the soldiers and the monsters that roam the city now. I know their activities. I know every rock, root, and thing they touch or step on. They come and go from a sizable mansion that lies along the road of the threshold. I assume that is their command post due to the amount of traffic that is there.
Is the entire city buried, or is it open to the sky somewhere where dragons can enter?
Some dragons will enter, yes.
What is the scope of your limitation? You can't take direct actions against them. Fine. What can you do?
Nothing. I can give you information. I can tell you what I believe their plan is to be. I can tell you the history of the city. I can give you its layout.
Can you grant us boons?
You would not be directly involved.
He knows the way the rules work.
No. That is direct involvement, giving us strength.
Even helping you is very close to breaking the rules. For
That's
I
what
was
rules are meant for, right?
not on our chessboard, boy. When you start playing chess in the big leagues, when you break rules, the very fabric of reality changes.
Do you have a map of the layout of the city?
It's in your pocket.
That'll help.
I'll send it to you guys later, but it's a layout of the city.
Perfect. Cool. Can you?
Where's the dragon army right now in the city?
First, let me tell you a story.
Okay.
Let us know the past before we move to the present. Long ago,
Well,
Learning
during
is
the
good.
conflict called the Third Dragon War, many generations before the Cataclysm, human Dragonbane defeated Takesis originally and prevented a conquest of Qrin. When the Dragon Queen left the world, her servants remained. To maintain balance between good and evil, most of Qrin's dragons, metallics, agreed among themselves to retreat, to hide themselves from the reaches of the world, to not let their power be corrupted, controlled, or changed. And then centuries passed. And in time, the last king priest rose to power in the land of Istar. This religious leader dreamed of earthly paradise, a pleasure city to reward those he deemed righteous. He was once a good man. The king priest and his servants created a great flying island. We named it Onyari, the city without sin. There was no murder, there was no crime, there was no theft, there was no need nor want. The power that dwelled within this city gave all those who wished it. It is the place where his worthiest subjects might cast off mortal weakness and live like gods they dreamed to be. But the servants and the king priest were loath to reveal how they created this paradise. This city was constructed on an ancient sacred site for millennia. The dragons of Qrin had gone here to die, to return their essence back to the world. And that is what gave this city such power, is that it was built on top of the very bones of dragons. First we had to learn how to manipulate it, how to use it. And that came with first the living and then the dead. We committed unholy acts, finding the creatures that are the closest to gods in this mortal world. We found the very extent at which their power went. And then we used it and the thousands of dragon bones to carve our way to godhood. When the metallic dragons remaining on Qrin learned of this, they were furious, and a new war began. Caravaxis refused to hold back, as he was the leader, and a contingent of metallic dragons attacked this city. And that is when the god Paladine intervened. The Knight of Solamnia, Zanes Salamar, with peace, was tasked with solving this issue. Atop their dragon to solve this conflict. Unfortunately, their quest was a cataclysmic failure. The knight ended up fighting and killing Cavarix, starting a war between the dragons and Onyari. As the battle ensued, the city fell apart across the northern wastes, its bulk ultimately crashing to where it lies today. Not willing to acknowledge his failure, the king priest suppressed all of these records. No one knew of this failure, and that is when the City of Lost Names first gained its illustrious title. And it was hidden forever until the world came crumbling down around us. Why do you have that with you, my friend? It's in that bag.
Hmm?
What possessed you to bring that or even find it?
Bring what?
Reach into your bag and pull it out. You won't know what I speak of then, but you will. And as you pull it from the bag of holding,
Well, he's got the bag of holding.
well,
Sorry.
I assume the cleric would possess it. Pull it out, boy. Sorry, sir. Habit. I'm an elf that is far too old. Everything that breathes is a
She's
boy, is
older
a child
than
to
us.
me.
Sorry.
And you pull out a broken dragon lance.
Wow. The thing would be huge.
Nope. It's currently small.
I don't remember getting this.
Small and broken.
I think she put it in there.
And as you look at it, you notice something different you didn't notice before. The last time you saw this, you were not as in tune with your god as you are now. You sense your god lingering on that in a nasty way. It doesn't taste, smell, or feel good. It has been cast aside. That dragonlance was Salamir's, the one who failed Paladine and caused the war. The failure of all knights. That is not a coincidence. That was cursed by Paladine. And here we have a cleric of Paladine themselves. Once again, the gods have seemed to interject themselves into the machinations once again. My question is why? I'm glad, but curious. I encourage you to seek out the Temple of Paladine in the northeast of the city. It is the one place in this world that still might be connected to your god. For the city, when the world destroyed, this city was untouched. The very magics of the bones kept the city protected, connected. This will be the closest you've ever felt to your god. It's also why the magics here are so wild.
Out of character. When did we get a dragon lance?
When she put it in there.
Long time ago.
No?
Hugo had it.
Hugo had it originally.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
I do not remember this.
Hugo found it.
Was
Yep.
I not here?
When did he?
You might not have been here for the session.
Let me see.
It was a long fucking time
It
ago.
was a long.
Like, you guys were level 2 or 3 when you found it.
No, so it was when I first started
Way
playing.
before.
No, 6.
No, it was when I was playing as
Yeah,
Arden.
Ardent.
as Ardent.
Yeah.
Where?
Uh,
That was before me, right?
Oh yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah, it was early stages of this campaign.
For
Like-
sake, I don't remember that. at
Yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah. I didn't think you guys would. That's why it's in the bag of holding.
Is it the one that's missing the spearhead?
And it's basically cracked in half.
Okay. Yeah. That was.
Put
Yeah,
that
that was
away.
right. That was right after.
I don't even remember having it in here.
Yeah, Ardent was with us.
Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah. it
Maybe
was-
the
we-
Temple of Paladine
it was
will have answers.
when we figured out that the Soth stole the Fires of Creation.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I'd love to use that.
Maybe the Temple of Paladine will have answers.
You can't.
Maybe I will have a stronger
I mean, I
connection
can.
to him.
Okay. Yeah, we can.
You can't.
I mean,
But
Sure, I can.
he still can't take direct
Feel free
action.
to try.
It's two-handed.
well, yeah, gods aren't supposed to.
It's only one-handed if I'm mounted.
But a dragon lance, cursed by Paladine,
It might be.
we might be able to ask him to remove the curse and repair the weapon.
We're gonna have to show that we're worthy for that, though.
Haven't we done?
We keep on getting tested and tried,
We sure do.
so he'll probably ask for that too. Especially you,
Hmm.
because you're a knight, a paladin.
I think it's worthwhile.
Yeah.
Where is the dragon army? In the city.
It is all around is the problem. They are in this city.
And you can't feel anything from the fires of creation.
I cannot.
How would they conceal that from you?
That I do not know. That's an impressive task in
What
and
if
of
he
itself.
consumed them?
They are contained, is my guess. He possesses something that holds them at bay
Very
until
well.
he deems it necessary.
I don't know how you perceive these things, but where is the largest concentration of magic? That
She
will be where
stands,
it's at.
turns, and walks towards this window. And claps and snaps her fingers, and the window slowly shifts into these giant doors, and slowly they creak open. A glittering city of broken domes and jagged towers stretches before all of you. The nearby buildings and streets slope down into the basin of vast, ruined-filled craters. You see the entire city, some of it broken, scattered by fire and flooding. Here and there, you see crumpled structures and massive rocks bob gently in defiance of gravity itself. At the city center, a delicate tower of sharp marble and graceful buttery smoothness rises in the sky, untouched by destruction or decay. And it floats off the ground. It is almost as if it defies all reality.
Where's the temple then?
If you look at your map, it is.
Looking.
You see the tower, dead center? It is off to the right. You'll see it by the lake. It is just towards the center. It's called the tower in the center is called the Threshold of the Heavens. The map will point it out to you. You'll see the map in a minute. I haven't sent it yet.
I see the lake.
You lived in this city?
Yes. The main places that you should know of are
Is it too much to hope that a city without sin has an armory? Some people took pleasure in that sort of thing.
That is true. The only armory that was still existent was in the Threshold of the Heavens. The god of the king priest were the only ones entitled to truly powerful means. Everything you all possess is more powerful than what you could ever find here, unless you're at the center. The crossing the threshold itself is dangerous.
Like this one right here?
Everything we've done
There's been nothing
in the
but
past
dangers.
week has been nothing but dangerous.
But you're now stepping into the grounds.
Define it.
You're stepping into the grounds of those that defy gods. This city is destroyed, destructed. We lay on the bones of dragons. The very magic around us is corrupted, changed, and malformed. You are in an era of time that exists before your ancestors even thought of existing.
Well, we're humans, so that's not really that long.
All right.
It is in the entire generation of generations. Thousands of years have passed since this is even been a thought. This we existed before the cataclysm. When I walked this world before my shackles, the world was whole. The gods walked among us.
I'm starting to think that's not a good thing.
I'm one of the few that can say they have had tea with a god.
What was that like?
I was just about to ask. What
Paladine's a horrible host.
I
Did he
doubt it.
not give any biscuits or cookies?
No, the way he likes his tea.
What kind of tea did it take?
Strong.
Scolding.
Oh, that's not pleasant.
And he does not care for his guests. He does not cater to them while drinking his refined, heated coffee. That is me just being a particular...
Thank you for the raid.
Oh dear.
Thank you so much, Insomnia Knight.
Insomnia Night! Thank you for the raid of 28. How you doing tonight? Welcome to Legendary Action Official, where we play Dungeons & Dragons like a bunch of badasses.
It's just legendary action, really.
Did I say Legendary Action Official?
You
Yes.
say it like every time.
It's the name of our show!
Well, I mean, not. It's just legendary action, isn't it?
You're not wrong. We're doing good. We're currently playing in Shadow of the Dragon Queen. We are on the episode Hall of Memories. Good to have you.
Thank you.
Currently, we are playing our module. The party members are currently in the City of Lost Names, talking with an ancient individual who claims to have had tea with gods and existed long before the world has crumbled due to a cataclysm. And they are seeking aid.
Aid.
Can you get us to the temple quickly?
Can I look at the map?
Yeah.
Okay. Start looking at it.
Wouldn't technically
Over
that
here?
be
It's over here.
like
It's gonna be near the lake.
The temple's
helping
up.
more
Yeah.
so than
Yeah.
just
By the by there.
Okay.
like
She goes to wave her hand, and as you're the only one to catch it, but as she goes to cast a spell, you see these ethereal gold shackles form in her hand, and she just, I cannot.
I think we're done then.
What I can say is there's certain areas you should be wary of. The center spire.
We'll be going.
There should be
later.
dragonels, and I believe draconians flying all over. To the left, you have the mansion.
Okay.
And she marks this on the map. This is where the patrols are going from a ruined mansion. I believe that is their command point, but I am unsure. Then you have that. And she points to this large, towering building. That is new. Do not go there. I do not know what is in that building, but it is not where you are meant to be. Not yet.
You mean it? Somebody built it?
I don't know yet.
Oh.
That is entirely new to me. But it is also yet familiar.
Wasn't the tower that Delamar was at?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't.
Did you say Delamar?
Delamar.
Yes, Delamar.
You know him?
That is a familiar name.
He's been helping us.
Familiar good or familiar bad?
If it's familiar, it means I don't remember.
Okay.
Okay.
It's been a long time since I've met anyone I recall familiar. Think of that.
He's old and powerful.
Let's assume he's old.
If
and
he's
powerful.
old enough to, if he's old enough that I remember him,
Yeah, he's old.
he shouldn't be alive. But I do not think you are bound for that just yet. I think you are right. Go to your temple. But I cannot... Actually, no. Go to that mansion. It's on the way anyway. That's where the command point is, and I think that's where you should go first.
Best way to disrupt an army is getting rid of the commands.
Best way to disrupt an army is to get rid of supplies.
No leaders.
No,
No orders.
supplies. Every time we'll win you the war. The difficulty with dealing with the dragon army is that a lot of supplies can move in strange ways.
We can find that out at the command post.
Demolin, do you have any idea how many soldiers are in the city, possibly?
An endless amount.
Okay.
I truly don't know the amount, but they do not seem to end.
I'm happy to go to a mansion and destroy them.
As am I.
Or maybe they have information there.
We can find that out after we destroy them.
So what is the plan then?
If the
Head to the
mansion's on
mansion.
the way,
The mansion's on the way to the temple.
Mansion, temple,
And then
spire,
and then the
the
spire.
spire.
threshold.
Is there a way for us to contact you when you figure out about that new tower?
She steps forward, and then 5 of her basically spread out, and each one touches your head. And then she just forms back into one. Yes.
Okay.
You must but think my name and ask your question. You are all also connected.
To each other?
Wait.
Aiden, you now have a greater health potion.
I'm gonna think to Aiden. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Shut
you
up,
can.
Nix. I don't like the stuff in my head.
Well, now you have me in your head.
Get out of it.
You must all just think of it as not listening, and they will not be allowed to speak to you directly.
Oh. Perfect.
Just don't get distracted.
I stopped listening to Nix, specifically.
That will allow you all to slightly talk to amongst yourselves and intercommunicate as needed. It should last the majority of the time you are here. And be careful. This city is dangerous. I know I tested you earlier, but the things that dwell in this city are quite strong. And if you see the skeletal knights, be warned. They were quite formidable. I don't know what changed, but sometime in the city, and now they seem to have become stronger. It's SO.
We've come across those knights before.
They are connected to the being here that is slightly without my sight.
So she can't see Soth. He was the one that brought him to the massacre in Kalaman.
What
They were
color?
standing outside the door.
What color are the flames of creation?
Only you two would know.
Did we even see them?
No.
Mm-hmm. It's the exact same color of the shadows that offered you gifts, of the flames that gave you gifts.
They were green, but
so
Aiden
we
doesn't
just
know
those
that.
two.
Rasmus and Ziff are the only two that know.
Oh, okay.
So it was a mix of 2 colors.
It was green and purple, I thought.
It was green and purple. Everything you guys encountered was green, except what he took from the temple, which was purple.
Soth removed a purple flame
Yep.
from the fires.
He might have empowered his soldiers then. The skeletal ones seem to have become stronger with the flame as it burns brightly within them. Be careful. That flame reminds me of divinity. I don't know what he can do with it, but the question is not what he can, but what can he not do with it, is the question. It seems endless in its application.
He can't save himself.
I don't think he is. I have a question for you. Where are we? I've just told the story.
A ruined place.
And what dwells beneath that ruined place?
A pile of bones.
And what
Dragon bones.
does an individual who is theoretically immortal do with a flame of creation and a graveyard of bones
Resurrect
of
some.
dragon?
resurrects them all.
Resurrects the dragons.
And the
It's almost
city.
like he has an army in his back pocket.
That won't save him either.
No, but there is one he is trying to resurrect, I imagine. The strongest. The only thing that killed it was a spear of the gods. That no longer exists. It could not be felled by mortal means. I think he is here to resurrect the great dragon known as Caravaraxis. Caravarix, Jesus. Axis at the end. Caravarix.
I thought he was here to resurrect. I forgot the name.
Takesis?
Takesis.
Well, he seems to have his own plan sometimes, though. He's working with the Red Dragon Army, but not really.
Soth likely has his own agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's
Correct.
under the guise of resurrecting their Takesis. He's using it.
Yeah, just using them to
Either way,
get
we
what he
still need
wants.
to prevent him.
Yep.
Go to the mansion. Then we go to the temple. That's going to be the only way. Hopefully we can get something that can aid us in case he succeeds.
Be warned. Not many remember that dragon, but I do. He was the biggest dragon of his kind. He was the oldest. He was strong enough, even Paladine feared him. Do not let him resurrect that dragon. For something strong enough to rival a god coming back now, when the world itself is decaying and no longer connected, spells doom for us all.
Big dragon, big heart,
Big
big
spear.
target.
Yeah, we need to
It's
make
hard
it
to miss a target that big.
If it can be slain once, it can be slain again.
We have to make the spear whole again.
The only one who could repair it would be Paladine themselves.
He will.
It won't be something he does for free.
I'll pay his price.
What about his test?
I'll pass.
I don't think I have to worry about you passing. And she stands. My question is, Paladine only cares for one of you. He cares nothing of your friends. Chances are they will die on this quest.
It's very
You
likely.
will be the only survivor. Will you sacrifice their lives to fix that spear? Will you sacrifice all the connections you've made for power?
I think if, after everything we've been through, they'll understand when I say absolutely. Yes, I will.
And then I look you one more time and say, do not forget the hubris of this city. This city reached for everything, and it cost us. Make sure,
Their motivations are not mine.
no, but you are their leader, and they follow you regardless.
I will do everything, including sacrificing myself to save everyone I can. Would you all do the same?
I've died once for you all, so why not?
Ziff?
I've been with you since the beginning. I know what your motivations are, and we've disagreed in the past, but I'm still here. So, and also, like, I sacrifice myself every day for all of you. I want to make sure I take the damage first and get hurt so that you can live.
I look to the Tabaxi. I know you're new here, but you've come this far in the face of suicidal odds. I assume it's because you're willing to die to save people. Save the world.
Yes, but not. Yes, but no. I have things that I have to do. If you're willing to sacrifice my life for this, I'm sorry. That's.
Aren't you willing to sacrifice mine? I hope so. I want you to be. That's the kind of commitment we're walking into.
I barely know you all.
I know. It should be easier for you then. Me and Ziff are friends. We've been together a long time. Ziff, if it comes between me and the world, you will let me go, obviously. Yes? Right?
Yeah, because it'll save my family
Don't
and
hesitate.
my home.
Cry for me when it's over.
Yep.
Right?
I expect the same of you.
I'm willing to go to any length. She's cynically saying that Paladine will choose me over the rest of you, but that's not true. He'll choose whoever will accomplish what needs to be accomplished.
He hasn't had a chosen. He will choose you.
Maybe.
And I am not saying this to dissuade any of you. I am old, and I am a teacher first. I simply wish to have you all think what you do now may very well be the last thing you all do. Go strong, go forward. Do not hesitate. If you look back, you are lost.
And there's one more person. I nudge. I need you to tell me. What would you sacrifice to get this done?
If it means the destruction of the Red Dragon army, it's anything.
Then there's one more thing we need to do when we get to the temple. I tap. If she's so convinced that Paladine will take a chosen from one of his followers, will you kneel and take your vows?
No.
I will.
Commit your soul to Paladine, and you are just as likely to be chosen as I am. From the Grand Master to a lowly page, he cares not for your rank or your accomplishment, only your devotion. If you devote yourself to him in his presence, in the one place where he might still have sway, you will be as I am, under his light.
Yeah, if I have to do it so other people don't, and I can help save the world. Yeah.
You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
But we could do it.
We have a long journey ahead. You don't need an immediate answer now.
I suppose I don't. Just consider it.
Think on it.
But I say this to the other two. You don't need to immediately answer him.
My answer will still stay. I'm sorry. I'm not devoting myself to a god that I do not believe in.
That's
Either
okay.
way, good luck.
Would your answer
All-
change if you were given proof?
What proof?
Undeniable.
Like what?
Like we have tea with
Doesn't
him.
matter. It's a hypothetical.
Like Delaman did.
I do not believe that it is that she does not believe in him. It's that
That's why I
I
asked.
She
believe
has-
he exists, but I don't believe in him. What has he done? Nothing for me. You know the god that's...
It came off as in you didn't believe of his existence.
I don't know. Gods are there, but they just squabble with each other. It is petty.
you all have a journey set before you all. Have one more good meal.
Ooh.
It's an ancient meal. I will prepare it myself. Rest, for this might be the last night you do so. You want to set foot from this room as heroes. So let you feast like one. And she simply walks, turning and disappearing. And then you hear a fire roaring behind you. Time ticks by as she preps wonderful foods for you all to eat. Each bite wonderful and savory. It is some of the best food you've had in years. You find the wine that was definitely still in your pouch no longer there, as it is now on the table being
I was about to say, do you
happily
reopen them?
consumed by all of you. She gives you a knowing wink. You all gain the benefit of a long rest. And as you stand and rise, she simply whispers, "Please, stop the city. Let it be my tomb for the deeds I have done. But remember, don't reach unnecessary for power. Do it for the right reasons. And do not forget the bonds you have made between each other are stronger than anything else. And goodbye." She waves her hand and fades, slowly disappearing into dust. And you all gain a level.
Hey.
And I will catch you all next Friday. Saturday.
Saturday.
Thanks for stopping by, guys. That will be the end.
How fun.
Thank you guys so much for stopping by, hanging out, and enjoying the day that we had today. Truthfully, I could not be happier. I had a lot of fun tonight. Thank you guys so much for just being engaging and just having a ton of fun. We are going to send a raid out tonight. We're going to be raiding a show called Down to Die RP. So thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you so much. And in the words of myself, may your week be as legendary as our night was. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye. See you next week.
Bye, guys.
See ya.